We saw another surge or two from the crowd, and all of this again escalated quickly.
Former Congresswoman Cori Bush announcing she is running to reclaim her old seat from Wesley Bell. Does her husband's criminal indictment for the pandemic loan fraud alleged incident have any effect?
It does not at all. My husband's not running for Congress.
That was Bush's answer when I posed the question to her. She adds his attorneys have filed to have the case dismissed due to what she believes to be the motive behind this indictment.
It's political. It's a political hit.
Bush also said voters should be more concerned about Congressman Bell's sexual discrimination lawsuit from his time as prosecuting attorney. The county settled that lawsuit in January for $500,000. Sean Malone, KMOX News.
Now, KMOX reached out to a member of Bell's campaign who says the people of this district fired Cori Bush because of her absence in the district and her failure to stand up for the Democratic agenda, not to mention the personal and legal troubles that continue to plague her, not just her husband. From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com, the bill signed by President Trump that reopened the federal government contains language that could effectively shut down the hemp industry. The provision will ban unregulated THC-infused edibles and drinks nationwide 1 year from now. Brooklyn Hill, president of MoHemp Trade Association, tells Missouri Net what happens next.
So what the signing of the bill triggered was a 365-day shot clock, essentially, for the hemp industries to go back to their states and try to get reasonable regulation.
Now, as of 2023, Missouri is documented to have just over 8,000 jobs by a hemp industry group. A check of the Dow from Stifel at this hour. It is down 188 points to 47,245. Some traffic problems right now for westbound 44 drivers at Antire. Watch up there. You have an accident. It appears to be on the right shoulder, but it's causing some residual delays. Also, westbound 40 drivers at the Boone Bridge. Watch out for emergency vehicles. They were in the right lane. And a check of traffic. That's about all we have for right now. There has been some ongoing road work, though, on area highways, and it's slow moving, and they usually have a lead truck out there to direct you in the other lane, so do be careful in that area. The weather is sponsored by Sandberg Phoenix Law Firm.
10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Delightful for evening plans. Temperatures holding basically in the 70s to upper 60s. Partly cloudy skies, only 60 for the overnight low. On to the weekend. Saturday, mostly sunny. How about a couple of degrees warmer? The high temperature on Saturday, 78. The record's 81 from 1971. Close, but that record should be safe. Now, Saturday night, a dry cold front comes by. Clear skies, colder, 46 for the overnight low. Sunday, partly sunny, maybe a spot morning shower, though really tough to find. The high near 60, so cooler on Sunday. The next best chance for rain is going to be Monday night. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Pretty warm out there. 78 St. Peter's, 78 in Florissant, and 78 downtown at the Arch. I'm Maria Keenan, KMOX News.
Brought to you by Eamon Gantner and Capriano, YourEstateMatters.com. Hi, Margaret with Eamon Gantner and Capriano. How's your family? Do you have a legal plan for them when you're gone? Eamon Gantner and Capriano, YourEstateMatters.com.
The choice of an attorney is an important decision and shouldn't be based solely on advertising.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Good afternoon, St. Louis. DGS 1041 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. Another gorgeous day out there. Almost a little warm.
A little bit.
Almost a little warm in some places.
It's a bad day to do the show. This is a very bad day for us to do the show. This week has been, I think, one of the best weeks of shows DGS has ever had. It's been varied and textured and nuanced and exciting and fun and funny, and today's probably going to suck. Wheels is gone. That's not why it's going to suck. It's going to suck because I took the guys to Zia's for lunch, and we pigged out, and it's warm in the studio, and I just want to nap.
I'm sleepy.
Yes. I got Tudamari belly.
Yeah. I got Mastacholi my belly.
So Wheels, he explained yesterday they had not been talking about it because of, family stuff. But Kevin has a brother, and his brother's wife passed away about 2 weeks ago, complications from cancer. And so Wheels is down in Atlanta on his way there right now for the remembrance for the weekend. So he'll be back on Wednesday. So send your thoughts and prayers to Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Do we even talk about this?
I don't know. What do we gain from talking about it?
I struggle with not talking about it, but also.
Yeah. Okay. So,
right.
I'll let you do your own research, but a couple of things happened today vis-a-vis Trump and Epstein and all that stuff. The first thing, which I thought was going to be the big news of the day, is that Trump ordered the DOJ to do an investigation into the Epstein files apropos of Democrats specifically and Bill Clinton in particular. So I thought, that's a strategy.
Please do it. I would love it if you.
Oh my gosh!
I mean, please investigate any. I'm begging you guys.
Yeah,
I want to know what's going on.
Yeah, investigate everybody. And then a new, really weird email came to light, and I literally cannot read it on the air. Isn't that amazing?
Mm-hmm.
That something about a current president, you just literally can't read it because the FCC guidelines will not let you.
That has happened a lot with this president, if you will remember.
But if you Google Trump, Epstein, and Bubba, you will see tons of stories from Newsweek and, lots of real outlets that one of the email that has come out was from Wednesday, March 21st, 2018 at 4:32 a.m. between Jeffrey Epstein and Mark Epstein. And it basically says, ask him if Putin has the photos of Trump and then a sex act with Bubba, which people, of course, are thinking, is that Bill Clinton? And, of course, this could be some sort of 4:32 in the morning joke, oh, yeah, ask him if he's got this. But the whole thing is so weird that people are just like, I don't even know what's going on with the world right now.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, to me, it's not, I don't look at it and go like, well, there it is. There's the proof. They were having an affair. No, I don't. It does seem like more of a joke as far as like, oh, well, why does he do so much for Putin? Does he have blackmail on him? And then that's the suggestion of what the blackmail could be.
Yeah, it's interesting that in other places, Epstein talks/brags about having Putin's ear and meeting with Lavrov and giving him information about President Trump. And that's why Trump is always kowtowing to Putin and so forth and so on. But I'm just embarrassed as a citizen. Like, we shouldn't have to go through this. Our leaders should be better than this. They shouldn't put themselves in positions like that. They should be better than us. They should be smarter. They should be more moral. They should. Do you guys agree?
Yes.
You know how I talk about the propaganda that I was fed growing up. One of the pieces of propaganda that I still believe in is that our leaders, and especially the president of the United States, should be better than us. They should be a good person. They should be a solid person. They should be a superlative person. Now, I know that no one is perfect, and everyone, even the greats, had their picadillos and their scandals and things like that, but for the love.
Yeah, and speaking of Bill Clinton, like, he is right up there as far as like, well, why was that happening in the Oval Office? I mean, it's shameful. It's the kind of thing like, all of that went down when I was so young that the only thing I remember is like my parents being upset. And I remember one of my friend's parents being very upset when I went over to her house and everyone's just like, I can't believe this is happening. But I didn't really understand what was going on. Then a couple years ago, I watched the like American crime story about it, impeachment, and just kind of seeing it all laid out. I'm not pretending that was a documentary or something, but the dramatized version of that was like, yeah, this was the beginning of we're all just kind of loosening the standards as far as what we're going to put up with. And now, almost 30 years later, we're dealing with things in the similar vein. And it's just very sad that it's gotten to this point.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. At this point, as opposed to being in any way partisan, which of course I am, everyone is, it's almost like when you're having a fight with your spouse and it gets so essy that you're both like, this is gross. Like let's just stop. Let's take a break and go have a bowl of soup. This whole thing has just become like, I don't even want to talk about it now. It's just like, it's so far across the line. But Mike Johnson says that they're going to have a vote next week. And from everything we're seeing, it looks like the Republicans will be voting en masse to release the Epstein files. Will there be anything new? Someone's leaking these things, like someone's releasing them. So someone has access to them, which makes me think that maybe we're getting the quote unquote good stuff, bad stuff. But evidently there are tens of thousands more pages. And when those come out, we'll see.
Release them.
Release them.
I don't see a good reason not to. So everybody just put your cards on the table. Let's see what's going on.
Feels like the time has come.
And in a related story, Megyn Kelly is kind of getting the treatment I think she deserves. Yesterday, day before, openly musing on her podcast about the differences between pedophilia and just being into barely legal girls. And there's a difference between 15 and 8 and so forth and so on. And here's the thing. Like, I take about as many chances with material as anyone in talk radio. But like yesterday when Wheeler was reading her comments, he was so afraid that someone would think he was saying it that he kept putting caveats in the middle of his sentences. Like, she's supposed to be a big deal, like a big seasoned professional. And even if you say like, and her saying like, well, I was quoting someone else. Oh,
yeah.
Gotta be a little more careful than that.
Well, she said something very silly. Tell me if this makes any sense to you. He liked the very young teen types that could pass for even younger than they were, but would look legal to a passerby. That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any sense.
So he likes the very young teens that could pass for even younger than very young teen, her definition. But if you were just passing by, you would, first of all, I don't look at young women and go like, legal, not legal. Like, that's not what I'm clocking as I'm noticing someone.
Right.
But like, they would look legal to a passerby, but you just said they would pass for younger than they even were.
Yeah.
None of what you're saying makes any sense. It's almost like you're just kind of grabbing for something to try to make a terrible situation sound a little better.
Yeah.
And it's coming out in a nonsensical way, and you should reevaluate your stance.
I hope what we can, at minimum, hope for, and this is probably really pie in the sky, but we all know that feeling you have when you eat too much cherry pie, or you go to the east side with your friends and don't get home until 4 a.m. and you're 57 and you're like, I need to do something. I need to wring myself out and clean my act up. As a country, I would hope that from now on, we would just demand more from our leaders.
We should. And the problem is the people at the top are not interested in us demanding more. They just want to deflect. Like this morning, I was listening to a podcast. They're talking about how we might never have the real like jobs numbers, employment numbers, economic data for the month of October.
Ever.
Because of the government shutdown, we might just never have access to that. And it's going to be very harmful in the future, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And Carolyn Levitt is talking about this at the podium in the White House press room. And she's just fully blaming it on the fact that the Democrats shut down the government. And as I'm listening to this, I'm thinking, okay, I'm not really at this point that interested in like whose fault it is that the government initially got shut down. Because the thing is, you were all involved in the fighting that kept it shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like in a family, mom and dad are fighting, and maybe dad did something really bad to mom. But mom's not protecting the kids in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's like, well, I'm sorry you're going through this, but your dad's the one who made this happen. It's like, well, you're both making my life as a child terrible right now. I mean, that's the only analogy I can think of is the American people are the children, and mommy and daddy, aka the government, have a personal beef with each other that they're working out. And they're both behaving horribly. And every time you ask them to stop, it's no, well, you better tell them because they started it. I don't know. I thought like once you grew up, you kind of came to terms with the idea of just because you didn't start a fight doesn't give you just free reign to act as horribly as possible during the fight.
Yeah, it's a good analogy. Coming up today on the show, we have Sue at 2 will be here. Bernie's going to join us at 2:30. We have Randy and Jason. The Sklar brothers are in live at 3 p.m. They're always a blast. George Mahey at 4 p.m. So we're going to take a quick break. Right back. Happy Friday, DGS on KMOX.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
We are covering what's going on in Ferguson right now.
We are hearing a word that we haven't heard here for years. That word is riot.
On the scene, trying to get into this area, KMOX's Michael Calhoun.
They just broke the window of the AutoZone across the street. People are walking out with batteries in their hands.
There is a building, a beauty salon building, and the back of that building is on fire.
I'm Carol Daniel. Our continuing coverage of the unrest in Ferguson continues.
There are sparks rising from West Florissant. There goes another tear gas canister. Everybody is yelling and running.
There for every headline, every heartbreak, every heartbeat. KMOX, the voice of St. Louis. Brought to you by Together Credit Union. Achieve more with competitive rates on savings and lending. Visit togethercu.org.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
Debt payments keeping you up at night. Credit cards, medical bills, personal loans, it can all add up and feel impossible to keep up. If you owe $10,000 or more in unsecured debt, JG Wentworth may be able to help you and put you on the path to freedom in as little as 24 to 48 months. Imagine one affordable monthly payment instead of juggling multiple bills and creditors. We've helped thousands of people cut their debt by up to 50% before fees, and we don't get paid unless we reduce your debt. The more you owe, the more you could save. Call 877-CASH now. The call is free, the consultation is free, and there's no obligation to sign up. Call today for your free consultation. 877-CASH now. That's 877-CASH now. Don't wait. Every day you delay could cost you more. Call 877-CASH now today. Results vary. Not all debts qualify. Debt resolution impacts credit and may increase what you owe. Average savings before fees 43%, 25% after fees. The choice to stop paying creditors is yours. JG Wentworth does not pay debts or provide legal, tax, or credit repair services.
Is your car still under warranty? No, not anymore. My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, you pay nothing on repairs? Ox gets it fixed, free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance?
Yeah, you don't pay. Ox pays. Ox even has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A+ rated on the BBB. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-221-6319. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care. 800-221-6319. 800-221-6319. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
Hi, this is John Kelly. Congratulations from the Kelly family to KMOX Radio, 100 years strong as the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. Happy Friday, 123. Man, last night I was super cozy, pretty bored, had a gummy, and I found a new travel show with Eugene Levy, who I've never been a fan of. Like, I don't dislike the guy. I just like Second City always seemed too smart for me. Like, I always thought like you had to choose between SNL and Second City, and I chose SNL. The Munsters and the Addams Family, and I chose the Munsters, and I always thought the Addams Family was for smarter kids. And Brady Bunch versus Partridge, same thing. Brady Bunch, simple. Partridge, complicated. Right?
I suppose. I'm not that familiar with the Partridge Family.
I need Wheeler here.
I know they were like singing. There was like the singing aspect of it, right?
Mm-hmm. So anyway, I'm watching this Eugene Levy travel show. And in the episode I watched, he goes to London and hangs out with Prince William. And so, first of all, like, I was just blown away by Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, 1,000 years old. Windsor Castle has 1,000 rooms.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
What the hell? Like, you know that the royal family lives high on the hog.
Yeah.
You get it. But then when you see it,
yeah,
you're just like, you gotta be kidding me.
I can't fathom 1,000. I don't think I have entered 1,000 rooms in my
Your life.
Yeah.
Right. And I was in such a zone last night. I was so charmed by it. I actually wrote, Prince William is the greatest guy ever.
Greatest guy.
The greatest
ever.
guy.
Right in the middle of taking a big drink, I almost spat it out.
He was just.
What about him charmed you?
He was just so reasonable and just like I wished he could be our president. He was just like
Oh my goodness, Dave.
He's like I have to follow my own heart, and whether you call me king or prince or William, I'm just like
What a good guy.
What a good guy.
Just one of the people. He doesn't even force people to call him prince.
That's why it's so ridiculous when some of these royals will be like, our residences are simply not suitable. We can't fit all of our things in here. And it's like, you live in a freaking castle.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Have you seen the average person's home?
Right.
Get out of here with that. I also, you know what, Dave? I hate to rain on your parade. I think it's stupid that Eugene Levy, who I really like, has access to the future king of England. Like, why did that happen?
Yeah.
Who pulled those strings and like, why was this something important that he needed to? It's all a farce. Clearly, you have nothing else better to do than to like have a beer with Eugene Levy.
Yeah.
Go sign some papers or something. I don't care.
Yeah.
Do your job.
He was talking about his work. And Eugene Levy said, like, is it like a 9 to 5? And he goes, some days are 9 to 5, other days are not.
Whatever.
No, there's not. You don't work. You're the prince. You don't have work to do.
It would
what is
seem
your
like
work?
the hardest thing you'd have to do is just show up somewhere and be the prince.
Yeah.
And now people go, oh my God, this is the greatest day in my life, just meeting you.
Look there, it's the prince.
Yeah. I'd be great at that.
My house has 6 rooms.
Bragger.
Just counted in my head. So I don't want to hear about Prince William say that. I know that was just a hypothetical Rachel threw out, but still, I'm mad about it.
They do that sometimes.
Thinking about Prince William saying you don't got enough rooms.
Yeah, when someone is clearly not average and they try to self-deprecate themselves down to average, you're like, you're just You're just highlighting how much.
Or when someone grew up like clearly very upper middle class, if not lower upper class, and they're like, we were poor. We didn't get to have every single thing I ever wanted. I'm like, dude, you don't know what it's like to be poor.
We only had one Blue Angel in our high school. William performs official duties and engagements on behalf of the monarch.
So he just shows up to events.
So it's exactly what you said, Dave. He shows up at places and goes, look at me. I'm the prince. I got a big stupid smile.
Oh, it's a shame about Harry, isn't it?
What is
Miss Harry?
What is one of your we grew up poor things? Like one of mine would be, and this is partially growing up poor and partially being stupid, but I was fully a late teenager before I realized that Velveeta wasn't the only cheese. We had no cheese but Velveeta. I take that back. We had the powdery stuff in the green can that you sprinkle on pizza.
Yeah, shaky cheese.
Yeah.
I didn't really have that much involvement with the cheese when I was a kid. I didn't know about cheese types. It was just whatever cheese is on the plate.
Yeah, I agree. I always thought I didn't like cheese that much because it was just American Craft singles. And that's still just not my favorite thing.
You don't like American Craft singles?
I mean, I like them in certain cases, but like I wouldn't eat one plain. That grosses me out.
Okay. I ate a lot of plain ones growing up.
But then I got a
That's
little
a poor
older.
kid thing.
Yes,
that's 100% a poor kid thing.
You get older, you learn about like the sharp cheddars, the Goudas.
I still don't know about
all
Goudas.
these wonderful cheeses.
Wake up informed. Wake up empowered. Wake up to Total Information AM, your morning must.
Hi, this is Debbie Monterey. I'm Megan Lynch.
This is Tom Ackerman.
From local news to breaking headlines to weather, traffic, and the stories that matter most, we've got you covered before your first sip of coffee. Expert analysis, bright perspectives from the people you trust. Total Information AM. Your day starts here. Mornings beginning at 5 on 104.1 FM. KMOX.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life, your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis.
It's time for Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Almost have to check the calendar. Hard to tell. It's the middle of November, partly to mostly sunny skies. 75 for the high this afternoon, almost 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a delightful evening, and only 60 for the low. Saturday, mostly sunny and 78. Dry cold front coming by Saturday night. So Sunday will be cooler, but still above average. Partly sunny and 60. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
This report is sponsored by Overhead Door Company of St. Louis.
Attention veterans and active military. Overhead Door Company of St. Louis is giving veterans and active military 10% off all month. That's 10% off all doors, openers, and any service or repair. Schedule online at overheaddoorstlouis.com.
This fall, get a taste of what's to come at Dragonstone, an exclusive new Lombardo Homes community in Darden Prairie, west of Highway K and south of 364. Join us Saturday, November 15th at our Inverness display in O'Fallon for a grand opening celebration filled with treats, a cozy coffee bar, mini pumpkin pies, and a first look. Dragonstone, building tradition series homes and offering only 5 spacious home sites. Dragonstone offers luxury and privacy, as well as the convenience of living just minutes from highways 364 and 64. Visit lombardohomes.com for more information.
Thank you, St. Louis, for making Genesis of St. Charles the #1 Genesis dealer in Missouri for 2025. We know your time is valuable. That's why every purchase comes with 3 years of complimentary Genesis service valet. Unlock your e-price and save. That means complimentary vehicle pickup and delivery, plus a loaner vehicle at no additional cost. Or want something new? We'll bring the test drive to you. Visit genesisofstcharles.com during the Genesis Signature event. Based on GMA sales records for 2024. See dealer for details.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles with an auto warranty about to expire or with no warranty coverage at all. Due to a decline in the economy, CarShield is announcing a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that is now available to the public to save any driver out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Call now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. Yes, you heard that correctly. Pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. An open phone line has been established for all drivers to call for a free quick quote. Call 800-908-8646 now. Drivers who are covered will not have to pay for covered repairs again. This protection plan is at an all-time low. Additionally, drivers who activate this vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Call us for your free quick quote today. 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. What do you have to lose? Call 800-908-8646. Again, 800-908-8646.
KMOX, your place for NCAA football play. Saturday, as Oklahoma faces Alabama. Pre-game at 2, kick at 2:30. Hear it here on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Going to have some fun here in a minute. We're still just kind of getting through the news of the day. I'm going to get this one out of the way. One of the young ladies who alleged that Matt Gaetz paid her for sex is doing interviews now and said that at the time that the two of them hooked up, she was 17, living in a homeless shelter, and told him she needed the money for her braces. Yeah. Yeah. So there's that.
So we got that.
Well, he says he didn't do it, so.
Good enough for me.
He didn't do it. Easy as that.
Who in Congress or the Oval Office would ever do anything like that?
Yeah, no, I trust that the people in our government wouldn't act like that.
Crazy. I have a treat for you coming up later on at 5 p.m. Rennie Knott is going to be filling in for Kevin Wheeler, and then he'll be doing Sports Open Line. So if you want to get some Rennie, be here at 5 p.m. through 8 p.m. So looking forward to that. That should be fun.
I thought you meant some sort of food treat, and I perked up.
Yeah. You're not still
real quick.
Stuffed?
I am. That's why there's something terribly wrong with me.
Terribly.
Yeah,
I saw you take that lasagna down like a wounded zebra.
I feel like I'm going to die.
Funny. Rach, what is the you think it's cool, but you're a freak?
Okay, so there are these games going on in Vegas. Let me get this article pulled up. I want to explain it properly.
Okay.
It's the Las Vegas Housekeeping Olympics.
Ooh.
And basically they have housekeeping events, like who can vacuum the most efficiently and quickest.
Yeah, I'd give you a run for your money.
Let's see, what else are they doing here? They are making beds. They are
Who's they?
The people competing in the housekeeping Olympics. I'm assuming some of them have to be housekeepers because they're probably going to be more efficient than anyone else would be. But I'm sure there's some non-housekeeper folks participating as well. But they're doing all sorts of different activities. Okay, here they are mopping. They're mopping around a bunch of those like caution signs that they set up. And people are calling it dystopian, though.
What do they win?
That is such a good question. What do they win? Let me scroll here.
Vacuuming was like mowing the lawn. When I was a kid, I used to try to talk my mom into letting me vacuum. It just looks so cool.
Yeah.
And then you get to do it. You're like, I got had again.
Yeah. I played myself.
Yeah, it doesn't say what they win. That's weird. Maybe it's just fun to participate.
And medals implied by the Olympics.
But yeah, everyone's like, oh, this is dystopian. This is so wrong that we're having competitions of cleaning. I'm like, I think it sounds fun. Like, who cares?
Yeah, there's nothing dystopian would be like if you have to do it or else you don't get food.
Yes,
That's dystopian. This is just fun.
Which would also be a way better competition.
Okay, so there is no prize money.
Intense competition.
There is no prize money for the housekeeping
pride
Olympics.
of being the best vacuumer.
You get industry recognition and a trophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
This sounds like they're tricking people into cleaning hotels.
So, Andrew, you say, I think I caught the doo-doo bandit on camera. Is this the story you told us today? Is this the same guy?
Yeah, who's the doo-doo bandit?
The one about the guy who came to your door on your
With
car?
the doo-doo butt.
Oh, no.
There's two doo-doo guys out there in the same day?
Well, this is somebody who has been letting their dog doo-doo in my backyard.
Oh, okay.
On your backyard? That's super wrong.
In my backyard, because we have an alley that goes down the backyard. And I believe, so my dad and I on Sunday, when it was all cold and windy and we were miserable, we set up a security camera and we hooked it up with solar power to the back of my garage, pointing at the look at you alley, and it took all of 2 days. For the doo-doo bandit to reveal themselves.
And do you know who it is?
I do know who it is.
Is it who you suspected?
It is none other than Stuart No. It's no. I didn't suspect anybody. That was part of why I wanted the camera, because I had no. Stuart forgot the door was open and Stuart's now looking in here crazily. Nothing.
He said you're pooping in his backyard. Yes.
Yeah, you. Yeah, it turns out there was no dog after all. No.
It was just Stuart.
No, so it took all of like 2 days, and 7:10 in the morning, the lady comes walking down the alleyway, and there it is, caught on camera.
Could this just be a one-off?
I guess it's possible there are multiple doo-doo bandits, but I will tell you there are like the piles are the same size.
Oh, I knew that's where you're going.
Well, I mean, that's how you'd measure.
What do you mean measure?
I mean, this dog is consistent with the.
Are you taking pictures of the doo-doo?
I'm seeing the doo-doo.
He's able to identify by sight.
Yeah, I can look at this pile and be like, yeah, that's probably not from a German Shepherd. And then when I see the dog that's going on the camera,
and it was consistent,
a little, terrier, Scottish Terrier type dog.
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
I got an idea. I got plans.
So what did the owner do? You said it was a woman.
Yes.
Did she just like watch the dog and go like, "Good job, sweetie," and keep walking?
Just like, there
did
you
she
go,
do the fake pickup?
What is wrong with people?
No, because that's the point. The point is that there's no like fake pickup. She has realized that this is a house where people aren't at. We don't spend a whole lot of time in the backyard because there's just no reason for us to.
Good grammar.
And so there's, she knows that she can get away with just letting the dog poop there.
What a
and she's not going to
loser.
get caught.
I'm sorry, but you're a loser.
One problem.
Just pick up your dog's poop.
Now you got caught. And now a certain somebody has a big bucket of it. Maybe I take matters into my own hands.
Oh, do you know where she lives?
Yeah, I do. She lives just a few houses away.
Uh-huh. And
She
clearly
lives in
doesn't listen to the radio.
If you listen to the radio, stop doing it, or
How
you're
long
going to
does-
face some consequences.
How long does she have?
Stop doing it.
Stop doing it.
What's your time frame here?
I want to collect a little more evidence.
More poop.
And then I'm going to print out some photos from my camera.
Nice.
And then I'm going to dump out all the poop in her yard and leave some photos on top.
I love it. I love it.
You're a psycho.
Going to war.
No, he's not. I think this is a perfectly reasonable response.
I'm going to war. Not going to hurt anybody. Not going to do anything to anybody.
Folks online, what do you think? Is Andrew in the right or is he a psycho?
You
He's
got
100% in the right.
You put a bunch of poop in my yard, so I'm just going to make sure it makes its way back to the
All
proper
he's doing
yard.
is returning her property.
I'm just returning her property. Hey, I think this belongs to your dog, and your dog needs
Are
it.
you going to at least catch her one more time on the cam?
I'm going to catch her a few more times.
Okay.
I would like to have...
I feel better about that.
I would like to have a big, giant stack of photos. That's what I would like. I would like a big stack of photos with timestamps from different days.
Have you thought about doing this plan, but not dog doo-doo?
No.
I think that's when we get into maybe tricky legal territory.
Wait, what do you... Oh, I see what you mean.
Right.
Yes. I would
Put
prefer...
your own personal touch on it.
Yeah, I would prefer it be the dog doo-doo because...
I get it. Then there's a direct line.
We maybe have been collecting the doo-doo.
I just kind of want you to poop in a bucket and put it in someone's
There
yard.
has been a doo-doo collection for some level of time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a bucket full. It's got the like white moss on it, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Damn, brother. Wow.
This has been
Hold on a second.
in the works.
Okay.
So you have a drive-by pooper, and you started collecting the droppings.
Yep.
And you have almost a bucket full.
Yep.
And you've been doing it for so long, it's covered in moss.
Yes. Some of it is. Some of it's fresher.
Where are you keeping this bucket?
Raj.
Okay.
I love
Yeah,
Randy's been right with you. That's epic. Please do it. Now I said, holy hell. Welcome to my world, Randy.
Yeah, everyone's on board until they find out that I
About
have
the bucket.
a 6-month bucket.
See? The whole psycho thing doesn't seem all that off now, does it?
A bucket that says 2025 on it, filled with dog turds.
How much do you think you have?
A bucket.
No, I mean, like, how big is the bucket?
Standard.
So it's standard
size.
bucket.
Yeah, it's a standard bucket.
This
It's
is
not like
how
a pail.
often
It's like a
this-
lunch pail.
This is how often this Hoosier
Mhm.
has been trespassing on your property and letting her dog defecate and then just leaving it because she
Yep.
has no respect for anyone else.
I got like a probably 75% full bucket, and I'd like it to get up to 85, 90%. I'd like to get a big stack of photos with different timestamps.
Man, you are living your life.
Oh no, TW says do not repay evil with evil. I don't know if it's evil of Andrew though. He's just returning her property.
Have you considered that another great life principle is that revenge is awesome and it feels great?
And best served cold.
Yes.
Which you have accomplished.
You know what they say, if you steal a horse, you must dig one grave, and that's for the person who tries to come after you steal that horse.
Revenge is best served in a bucket covered with white
Revenge
moss.
is best served with a big smile on my face.
So what if she calls you out?
What's the? She's the one doing the thing
No,
that's wrong.
I get it.
I
get
welcome it. It's going to be photos of my yard. She's going to know it's
I
me.
understand.
I want her to know
you're,
it's
you're
me.
just talking to someone who hates conflict and confrontation so much. So she comes to your door with the bucket and the photos. What do you do?
She's going to have to rebucket it herself because I'm not leaving the bucket. I'm dumping the bucket out.
I figured that.
So she's going to have to rebucket. We're using her own bucket, by the way. I'm not providing her a bucket. She don't get to have the bucket. That's my bucket.
Sure.
And whatever I choose to do with it now that it no longer has 6 months worth of dog turds.
Which
in
maybe
it.
throwing it away would be good.
It might be throwing it away. I don't know. Buckets aren't that expensive.
Save for the next time you have to throw a mouse into an intersection.
And so, yeah, she comes to me. I'm going to say,
Mice should deliver the photos.
I'm going to say, this is you. This is your dog. Oh, and there is one more element to it that I should say.
Right.
Okay, I don't want to lose you guys here.
Oh no, I've done nothing but blindly support him, and he's about to drop a bomb.
There's one more thing that I do have to do before I do this.
Yeah.
I do have to follow her. That is the last piece of the puzzle. I have to have the photos
To
from
trace
the camera,
her back to her home.
but I do have to make absolutely sure that it is her and that she lives where I know that she lives.
Nothing weird here.
So I don't want to lose you guys. It's not, I don't have to follow her like across town. It's literally like 3 houses away from me, but I do have to like witness it
Make
with my
certain.
own eyes. Yeah.
Okay.
And people don't like to hear the whole following a woman around thing. So that's why I don't want to lose
I
you
do
guys.
wish I would have known about that sooner.
To have a roof over your head, a nice roof over your head, is very important.
That's Rick talking about his experience with Rhino Shield ceramic coating.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago, and they're very cooperative on getting us the right paint. They're in and out and done in no time. Once it was finished, looked great. We were very happy with it.
The main reason Rick called Rhino Shield is because it's backed by a 25-year transferable warranty.
We've watched a lot of people get their house painted 3 or 4 times. We haven't had to do any of it. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to have to paint it every 5-7 years.
Take a tip from Rick and put down the paintbrush and call Rhino Shield for your free evaluation. 877-25-RHINO. 877-25-RHINO. Or visit 877-25rhino.com.
We got Rhino Shield 18 years ago. Financially makes sense, especially if it's going to last like this did. Still looks great.
Call now. 877-25-RHINO or 877-25rhino.com.
Don't paint, don't Rhino, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
KMOX proudly supports the Mutual Awards, returning to Stiefel Theater Saturday, November 22nd. You can be in the audience for this nationally televised event, hosted right here in St. Louis. Named for Stan the Man, the show celebrates the year's greatest moments of sportsmanship and those who embody class and character. Experience the extraordinary moments and people that make the Mutual Awards an event like no other. For more information, KMOX.com/events.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before. We now have more offices, more staff, and more lawyers than any other injury firm in the world, protecting America, fighting for you.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Hey, this is Charlie Brennan. Have you noticed loose bricks or missing mortar around your house, on the walls, the patios, the walkways, the porch, or the chimneys? If so, you need to call Morelli Tuck Pointing, 314-645-1387. You might need one of two things: solid tuck pointing, the removal of old mortar with the replacement of new mortar throughout an entire wall or chimney, or maybe just spot tuck pointing. Spot tuck pointing involves the tuck pointing of a particular wall, a chimney, or other masonry surface in an area where it's needed the most. One example might be settlement cracks, usually found above or below windows or doorways. 314-645-1387. Call the company that the Brennans have called when we've needed tuck pointing. Morelli Tuck Pointing, the masonry specialists. Winner of the Angie's List Super Service Award every year since 2005. 314-645-1387, MorelliTuckPointing.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS. We have Sue Thomas coming in at the top of the hour. Sue at 2. Bernie Miklasz will be with us at 2:30. Randy and Jason Sklar, the Sklar brothers, are in studio at 3. George Mahey at 4. Wheels is in Atlanta attending the celebration of life for his sister-in-law who passed away about 3 weeks ago. And it's really sad. She was only 47 years old. Had throat cancer. They did very aggressive treatments, and it ended up damaging her esophagus and got to the point where she couldn't swallow or eat, and eventually succumbed to that with a 12-year-old little girl. So, like, keep them in your thoughts. Just terrible. To catch you up, Andrew has a neighbor who's letting their dog go to the bathroom in his backyard. He and his dad set up a camera. They caught her in flagrante, and he has been keeping the dog doo-doo for long enough to fill up a bucket that is now covered in moss.
Mm-hmm.
And
you all know that white moss that gets on it.
Yeah, we know. And he intends to
just reference your own buckets.
Get a little more.
Go look at your buckets. You'll see
a little more evidence of the perpetrator, and then he's going to follow her from his house to her house just to be extra sure. And then he's going to put the pictures of the poopings and the dog poop back in her yard.
Yeah.
And then Rach had an idea how to take it up another notch.
Yeah, you take those pictures, you put them on all the light posts. And you say, if you found any dog poop in your yard, it's probably from this nice woman.
Mm-hmm. And then I would put her name and address.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. I am planning to go to some lengths here, right?
You think?
This is what some would call this an escalation of a conflict.
Some would.
I wouldn't. I'd call it, you want to start the fight, I want to finish it. But some might call it an escalation. And to do so, I need the evidence that I need. I need not just a little evidence.
Can't just go off half-cocked, right?
Can't go off half-cocked. I can't take one incident of this because as Rachel correctly pointed out, it is possible that there is more than one.
Of course.
I highly doubt she just looks at your yard and says, this is a fine place.
Well, also,
the dog's probably going all over
Yeah,
the
she
place.
can't make her dog poop on command.
Yeah.
So
I think that's just
seems like the dog's the one you have beef with.
I think the dog, and that's why the dog's getting its poop back.
I don't think that's going to hurt the dog's feelings.
But you have to.
The dog's going to be like, all right.
Good point, Randy. He says, most important thing is make sure her husband isn't a loony bird.
Dog's like, does it have the white? Yes, it's got the white stuff. Yes. It's the best day of my life.
My favorite seasoning.
And
Donna says, man, I just don't know why, but I feel really invested in the poop saga, and I can't wait to hear the next installment.
Me too, Donna. My heart is like racing right now.
I'm excited about it.
I am excited to see justice served in this situation.
I mean, I'm ready for it, but I do. So we've got a handful of photos, videos, time-stamped evidence, right? We have probably what we need, right? But as my lawyer, who I do trust,
he is advising you on this.
As you are advising me in official capacity.
I am unlicensed
under the Missouri bar. No kidding. But
I do know this much. It's called an accessory.
How much proof would you want your client to have?
Well, two things.
If it's even legal for you to say that.
Two things. One, I think it helps you in your case. And then two, I think it certainly helps you in your presentation.
Yeah, right.
If you had one photo and one poop, that's a little weak sauce.
She might not even notice.
She might even understand what's going on.
A daydream of me walking around, like telling the story in a courtroom as I'm like plastering up onto the wall more and more.
Fantasy.
Oh, he's representing himself.
Of course he is.
I am representing
it's his
myself.
fantasy.
But I just found out my lawyer is not licensed.
Objection, Your Honor.
Objection. Did you hear the part where it was so old there was moss on it?
So we're not fooling around here. You're really going to do it.
Yeah, I've been planning this for months.
You are insane.
It's been planned for months.
He's been hoarding dog poop in his garage
How
for
have you not
months.
told us about this?
I've been sitting on it because I wasn't really sure how I was going to catch it. And it was actually my father who came up with the idea of a camera. And so we kind of thought that the camera would just be a deterrent. And it would be like, all right, so hopefully, you know what? She'll just see the camera and she'll be like, oh, they must be on to me. I can't do this here because now they literally have a camera not hidden that is pointed directly at me. But she hasn't stopped, leaving us no option.
No option. Tell you guys about Bethesda Terrace, considered to be Oakville's best kept secret. Bethesda Terrace offers carefree retirement living in a tranquil, secluded setting. 146 apartments with housekeeping and maintenance provided, set on 10 acres, including a dog park, private courtyard, walking paths, and soothing water features. They serve breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and including in your monthly rent is 2 meals per day. You pick whichever ones you want. It's located at 2535 Oakmont Terrace Drive in Oakville. If you'd like to drive by and see it, if you want to give them a call and make an appointment, 314-375-1070. This is brought to you by Bethesda Health. They have several skilled nursing facilities like my mom was in at Bethesda Dilworth. They have several assisted living facilities all over the metro, and they have 7 communities for people who are self-sustaining. They can take care of themselves, but they are of a certain age. And so you don't have any housekeeping. You don't have any lawn work. You are within steps of grocery stores and coffee shops and bookstores and things like that. For all things Bethesda, go to BethesdaHealth.org.
Many families in Missouri and Illinois live in freezing conditions. They can't afford utilities.
HeatUpStLouis.org has helped thousands. 100% of public donations help neighbors stay warm.
Please help HeatUpStLouis.org.
Many families in our region are living paycheck to paycheck, or others may be seniors or disabled neighbors on fixed incomes. Please drop off a check payable to Heat Up St. Louis to any Commerce Bank associate. Thank you.
This is Congressman Bob Onder. For 43 days, the left kept the government closed, holding the American people hostage and demanding radical policy changes, including free health care for illegal immigrants. However, thanks to strong Republican leadership, the Senate voted to reopen the government and put America first. I'm thrilled to return to Washington so I can continue to vote to help Missourians, to secure our nation's borders, and to cut wasteful spending. Visit onder.house.gov to find the office closest to you.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Ready for instant curb appeal that comes with a 25-year transferable warranty? Call Rhino Shield today. We do brick, block, stucco, asbestos, aluminum, steel, cedar, and more. Over the past 20 years, we've done thousands of homes, businesses, churches, schools, condos, parking garages, large metal buildings, and strip malls, from Champaign to the Lake of the Ozarks. We do flat and sloped metal roofs to extend their lives too. Proud to be veteran-owned and manufactured in the good old USA, so we're tariff-free. We're exceeding expectations every day. Evaluations are free. A+ rated with the BBB and a lot of 5-star Google reviews. Call 877-25-RHINO, 877-25-RHINO, or 877-25rhino.com. See what we did there? Genius. Tell them, ladies.
Don't hate, don't Rhino. Go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining. KMOX AM St. Louis, KMOX FM Hazelwood, the voice of St. Louis.
At 2 o'clock, partly cloudy, 79 degrees downtown at the Arch. I'm Maria Kina in for Michael Calhoun. Our top story, a handful of Republicans have now joined Democrats in supporting a bill that would require the release of the Justice Department's files on convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein. The House is expected to vote on that as early as next week. President Trump has repeatedly called the scandal a Democratic hoax. Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
Annie Farmer, who says she was abused by Jeffrey Epstein when she was 16, told CBS News why she wants the Justice Department to release all of its files on the case.
this trickle of information is really difficult, right? We're just asking for the full files to be released so we don't have to continue to live, in this roller coaster world.
Members of the House Oversight Committee this week released more than 20,000 pages of documents provided by Epstein's estate.
Meanwhile, President Trump says he will ask the Justice Department and FBI to investigate Epstein's involvement with prominent Democrats, including former President Bill Clinton and major financial institutions. Well, prices on some of America's favorite foods might soon be coming down. We get the latest from Linda Kenyon.
U.S. Trade Representative Jamison Greer confirms the Trump administration is working on tariff exemptions that would lower prices on things that aren't grown or produced in the U.S. or aren't available in sufficient quantities. They include bananas and cocoa imported from Ecuador, as well as coffee, textiles, and apparel from Guatemala. Greer told reporters at the White House that this is, quote, a natural outgrowth of what the president signalized. He added, "We started to reshape the global trade system in a way we think is better for America." Linda Kenyon, CBS News, the White House.
It's a sign holidays are right around the corner.
The Salvation Army has brought this season's Christmas tree into Keener Plaza. For the next few days, lights and decorations will go up, and the grand reveal will be next Saturday, which is also when the Red Kettle campaign begins. This is the 78th consecutive year for the Tree of Lights. Beth Coughlin, KMOX News.
Now, earlier today, our sister station, KEZK, started playing nonstop Christmas music in the Garden Glow. That starts tomorrow in downtown St. Louis. From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial, KFGadvisors.com. For Purdue Pharma, the maker of OxyContin, has entered into a settlement for billions of dollars related to lawsuits over deaths caused by recreational use of drugs. And a federal bankruptcy judge is now accepting the settlement that requires members of the Sackler family to contribute $7 billion to the deal. Lori Levinson is a professor at Loyola Marymount Law School.
Another key aspect of this settlement is transparency. There had been a lot of complaints that things were happening behind closed door, but now there's going to be an open settlement supervised by the judge, and including the fact that the Sacklers themselves will personally contribute $7 billion.
And a check of the Dow from Stifel at this hour, down 140 points to 47,316. A check of traffic, no real problems out there. The one thing that I do see right now is for westbound 64 drivers. This is in the Metro East. At exit, it looks like 150, I believe, 159. They've got some goings on up there as far as construction work. Yeah, there we go. It's exit 158 and exit 16. This will go on nonstop. It's road construction, and the right lane is closed, so it is causing a bit of a backup. Dave Murray has our forecast.
Almost have to check the calendar. Hard to tell. It's the middle of November, partly to mostly sunny skies. 75 for the high this afternoon, almost 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a delightful evening, and only 60 for the low. Saturday, mostly sunny and 78. Dry cold front coming by Saturday night. So Sunday will be cooler, but still above average, partly sunny and 60. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
It is 79 in St. Peter, 79 in Florissant, and 79 downtown at the Arch. I'm Maria Akina, KMOX News.
Sponsored by the Moolah Shrine Center Festival of Trees.
Hello, everyone. I want to invite you to the Moolah Festival of Trees. Come see over 40 of the best decorated trees you'll ever see. Adult tickets are only $2 and kids under 12 are free. November 22nd through the 29th at the Moolah Shrine Center.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. So I apologize at the beginning of the show because the show's going to suck because I took the guys to Zia's and to Missouri Baking Company.
Oh, yeah.
So we all kind of got a little bit of lard belly going on.
Yeah.
Right. It's kind of a post-Thanksgiving vibe.
It's a carb situation.
Yeah, typically when you finish Thanksgiving, you don't go do a 4-hour show.
No, you do not.
So now I'm going to apologize for a second time today because for the last 30 minutes, we've been talking about Andrew's conundrum. And here's why Andrew's position on the show is safe. He's a very good producer. He's a very smart, funny guy.
Yes.
But the real thing is he's a freak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be putting myself in some situations. I acknowledge that.
Takes one to know one. I'm quirky. I'm on the bowling team, but you're the cleanup bowler. Like you leave me in the dust.
Yeah.
So I will tell you briefly what we're talking about so as not to hurt anyone's sensibilities. But we have to continue it for a couple minutes because Sue Thomas is here now.
I know. I thought about that too. I got to know what Sue thinks.
Is the voice of reason, a dog lover, a realtor, so she understands the property, right?
Oh, I didn't think of that as a qualification.
So this is the perfect expert witness.
Mm-hmm.
So Andrew, for how long?
6-ish months.
Okay. Has had a drive-by pooper. Someone
a walk-by pooper, and we have her on video.
We have her on camera.
Okay,
but only once. So, as defense attorney, it could be any number of people.
Only once.
3 times now.
Oh, okay.
You got her 3 times?
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, but
And
I'd
so-
like to get like 15 or 20, to be honest.
I was a little bothered by the fact that you were going to follow her to make sure.
Well,
yeah, we
Wait,
had
let's
plans.
make sure the new people understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
there is something that I need to clarify about that. I can see her house from my backyard.
Okay.
So I do not have to like Rachel pointed out a very important distinction. I don't have to like get in my car and go like drive around tracking this woman. I can see if it is.
You can do it the old-fashioned way on foot.
Yeah, exactly. If it is
Down an
who
alley.
I am quite certain that it is, I can see her how. Like I would just have to,
and you know that's her.
Catch her in the act, and then just watch her essentially walk out of the alley and into her own home.
I had another question. Is that white stuff really moss? I'm going no.
I'm not
It's
certain
just
of what
age.
Yeah, I'm not certain of what it is. I will tell you, it's fuzzy like moss.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dude, we know what old dog poop looks like.
I asked. That's my fault.
Okay.
I gotta ask one more question about the bucket.
Yes.
Okay, you said this has been 6 months you've been collecting the evidence.
Mhm.
So through the summer,
I don't go out to the garage much, so it wasn't a big deal.
It's in the garage.
Well, I gotta store it somewhere. I don't want rain to get it. The rain would make it a lot worse. You gotta think.
dude, I'm just picturing the smell.
Yes. That's
It's not
unfortunate.
good.
Hey, look.
So you have a bucket
Okay.
of dog poop in your
2
garage.
in the bucket is worth
Fuzzy.
one in the bucket is worth 2 in the yard. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's gonna be stinky no matter where it is.
Okay, so we
It
have
seems like
her.
it'd be stinkier in the garage.
Agreed, it would.
I don't like I said, I don't really go to the garage. So,
That's someone else's problem.
It's someone
Does
else's
anyone park
problem.
in the garage? It's
No.
not just yours?
No,
Oh.
there's no. It's my own garage, but there's nothing. The only thing that's in there is
the poop
and like trash.
Oh,
my old
like your car in the garage.
Ouch.
No, what was in your car
You
is
said,
in the
trash
garage.
like your car.
No, I don't mean your car
no.
is
No,
trash.
it's like
I just
like
mean-
my old like Chase Lounge that I don't. That
Okay,
is, like,
so stuff.
yeah.
I'd say that's a goner.
Yeah, well, all of it's a goner. That's why it's in the garage. The garage is the place where things go that I don't know how to get rid of them yet. Like a big old Chase Lounge that I need to get rid of. And I think there's another chair in there as well.
So it's a transitional space.
It's a transitional
Yeah, it's like
space.
purgatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also, well, it's primarily
Does anything
been
ever make it
used-
back out of the garage?
Well, no, it's been in the poop bucket garage. Once it goes in the poop bucket garage, there's not a lot of other places it can go.
True.
Okay, you have 3 photos of she and the dog,
Yes.
and the dog is in action.
Not just photos, video content.
Okay.
Now,
nice.
one of them is the dog goes out of frame to do its business.
Uh-oh.
And the pile was found where expected. However, the dog is not actually on the video in that instance.
How about the other 2?
The other 2, the dog can be seen.
And the dog is doing his business.
Yes.
Okay. And it's a good shot of her?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like better. but I don't know how to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is another reason why I need to see this consistent person many times, then see her go to her house. Because I need to, like, look, there can be no room for error.
No, there cannot be. Yeah. That's what
we cannot blame an innocent person here.
Well, Beverly is a little concerned for you, Andrew. Now,
Beverly's the fun police.
Well, she
big
is
old wet blanket.
She is referencing some regulations when it comes to the city of St. Louis, which you don't live in the city of St. Louis, but they do
It's great
seem
news.
like
I don't even live there.
Well, they seem like wise words for anyone.
I'd like to hear them.
The city specifically asks people, do not retaliate by throwing the dog poop back on the owner's property.
I wonder if in following her, you could just stop her and say, or maybe go to her house when she's going in. I know that's not great either, but
I'd rather do
with
the
a bucket
poop.
of poop.
I'd rather do the dog poop.
You're not carrying poop.
Than follow this woman into her house.
No, I don't
be
want
like,
you.
hey.
I don't want you to follow her into her house. But I wonder if you could, if
Stick my foot in the door as she's closing it.
No,
Hold up one moment,
if the
please.
dog had pooped and you were, could you catch her in the act and say, ma'am, could you please not let that happen? We've collected a lot of that, and it's really bad.
I'm so far past, ma'am.
So the way you're going to do it, she's going to know it was you.
Unless she's doing this in a lot of, I mean, the pictures are going to be of my backyard, so.
Yeah, but is she going to recognize it by that angle?
Is it just grass and poop?
It's a good question.
Important distinction. I don't care. I don't care if she knows it's me. I want her to know it's me.
Well, I mean, you could just leave your name and address.
Yeah, I want her to know that it's me. If she doesn't know it's me, I also don't care. There could be, as Rachel has pointed out, there could be many other yards that she's letting her pet poop in and not cleaning up. Because this is not an everyday thing. So where's the dog going the rest of the time? Probably not in her yard.
That's not your concern.
It's not my concern where else the dog is pooping. And it's not my concern if she knows that it's me. It's my concern that she knows that everyone's onto her little scam.
Okay. Matrix says, would it totally ruin any of your fun here if the lady just apologized? What if you go through with your plan?
Yeah.
And she's just mortified. Maybe she has Alzheimer's or something. And she comes to your house and she brings you a pie and she apologizes. Well, first I wouldn't eat the pie.
It's a solid
would
point.
you feel really bad, or would you be like, okay, mission accomplished?
No. Now, if I, let's say that I go over gift of the Magi type deal. I go over there. I dump out the poop. I leave the photos.
Yeah.
And then when I come back, I find her already there to say, I've had a crisis of conscience.
Right.
And I've been letting my dog poop in your yard. And I just want to say, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, that'll happen.
And here's, it would have to be monetary damages. It'd have to be, you
need her to pay you.
Here's $1 for each poop.
How many dollars would that be?
A bucket full of dollars.
20?
Wait,
like 70, 80,
Rachel,
100.
I'm not trying to be the fun police. I'm not. I mean, last hour I was like, you should do it. But
Go ahead,
now
Beverly.
I'm looking it up. It says most municipalities have ordinances against illegal dumping or placing trash on another person's property.
Oh, that's
You could face a
interesting.
fine.
You could be the one in trouble.
That's interesting because there's been some illegal dumping going on for many.
I agree, and I
Yes.
think you would be morally. Well, maybe not. I think you would be in
Say
the
it,
right as
morally
far
correct.
as playground rules. You are absolutely in the right.
Yeah.
I just don't want to see you get fined.
Yes, somehow
After
I think,
all of this, you know.
I agree with that. I think somehow this will get back to you, why I wondered if
Well, maybe it's because we've been like laying out the plan on the radio all afternoon. Like that's the other thing. Like
Well, yeah.
it's gonna be pretty easy to prove who it was
can't
if
we
she
not-
does.
I'm not worried about it being like I said. I'm going to be showing her pictures of my backyard.
Can't we just get to the mayor of Alton? We're the DGS.
I
Oh.
don't. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to call the police because this
that'd be crazy.
this stupid little terrier has been dumping in my yard.
Sure.
I'm not calling
You're not
the
nuts.
police over that. I'm not crazy. I'm not going to waste
Okay,
our good boys and blues time.
how come there's a bucket of poop but only 2 times her on camera?
We just put up the camera a week ago.
Okay.
Less than a week ago. We put
I'm
it up
sorry,
on
I'm
Sunday.
catching up.
When it
Okay.
was all cold and windy. We probably should have waited till this
What
weekend.
age person is walking this dog and doing this?
Maybe around like 50.
Okay. Okay.
50-ish. Tell you one thing, old enough to know better.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, not trying to be the fun police. Does it seem
You
like
either die a hero or you live long enough to become the villain on this show.
All right.
The worm turns and everybody
you know
goes.
what? Never mind. Go ahead and dump whatever you want to dump. Have
No,
fun.
tell me why I shouldn't do it.
I'm interested.
Well, I'm wondering if
I am
maybe
interested to hear why I shouldn't do it.
if it seems like this person might have any sort of like mobility issues
No,
that would.
she's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
She's fine.
I thought somebody who brought up how sane is her husband was a good point.
Yeah.
That is a good point. Yes.
Does she have one?
Don't know.
May need to do some stalking.
She got a bunch of junk in her backyard. Used to have just some chickens back there.
Really?
Chickens are all gone.
Chicken lady, huh?
Yeah, chickens are all gone. Wonder what happened to the chickens.
What? Okay.
This is a bad time to mention the bucket full of dead chickens I have in my garage.
Well, this should end great.
I feel good about it.
So okay, I'm sorry I keep thinking of new questions here, but something just struck me. So you find a new specimen in the backyard.
Uh-huh.
So what happens? You take your own plastic bag.
Bucket. I got a
So
little.
you drag the full bucket out there.
Yeah, it's like a piece of the gutter that fell off. So I take the piece of the gutter in the bucket.
Okay, and then you carry it to the garage
That
and
is the
toss
single
it into
most
the bucket.
Hoosier sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Take a piece of the
What I mean to say is I purchased a poop scooper off of Amazon specifically from there, and it definitely was not a little piece of my gutter that fell off.
And then you're like
Scoop it in the
you're like
bucket.
doing the fast hop to the garage and like holding it out in front of you.
No,
to
the bucket
keep it.
goes with me. I pick up the bucket.
You pick up the full
take it outside,
bucket,
scoop.
So
Return.
you're putting new poop on old poop.
Yeah.
and you're carrying the poop in and out of the garage.
Yeah, it's in a bucket. It's not that hard. I don't have to like hand it.
Does she seem sane? Just like a person?
She's just a person. She's just a jerk.
Okay.
See, now here's the thing. Everybody's turning on me and they want to give her the benefit. Everybody's talking about what if she's disabled? What if she has Alzheimer's? What if she this or that? She's just some mean jerk who's letting her dog poop in my yard. There's no magic to it. There's no excuses. There's no like, hold on, wait a minute. Actually, by having this woman having her dog poop in your yard for 6 months, she's actually the victim here.
No. We don't think she's the victim. We're coming at this from a place of trying to protect you.
Yes.
Now you're talking like one of those chickens.
Yes.
Like we don't want to see.
We see what
I think
happens
you
to
are
those.
justified in all of this crazy stuff you're telling us. I just don't want to see you get in trouble.
And I guess I'm a fan of maybe talking to her like a person first, and just saying, hey, you know what? Wait, and then if she's terrible,
maybe you can send Sue.
She has had. Here's my thought. She has had this crisis of conscience that I referenced earlier. How crazy would that be if right when I do it, she has this crisis? She's had, I don't even know how long. I've noticed
a
for
bucket
like 6
full.
months.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how long it's been actually happening.
Now, I have a question.
She has turned this into a ritual, a habit of sorts.
Now, Rob on the stream is bringing up a very interesting question. Could this be implied consent that you haven't notified this woman to stop? So she thought it was okay. I know this is a thing in real estate, Sue. Like, oh, I've been using that road for years, and now you're telling me I can't use
It's called
that road.
adverse possession.
Yeah. Could Andrew be following under
Maybe she
something
thinks you
like
like
this?
it. Maybe she thinks it's a courtship ritual.
She. You're right. She looked at that yard and thought, that yard is public
Maybe
property.
she finds you attractive and doesn't know how to broach the topic.
There's no such thing as a pooping easement. I just want to go on the record.
I don't know what that is.
I tend to disagree.
Purina presents A Century of Service.
This is KMOX Radio.
KMOX is celebrating 100 years of informing and entertaining St. Louis. On November 20th, KMOX Day, we will celebrate the KMOX pioneers.
This is Jim White for your information.
Legendary voices.
KMOX, the voice of St. Louis.
Groundbreaking programming.
KMOX Radio. We're at your service.
And unforgettable moments that have defined a century of broadcasting.
We did locate Ben this afternoon, and we've also located Sean Harnbeck.
Hear from current and former KMOX personalities who have helped make this station the preeminent news, information, and sports brand in America. A century of service. Celebrating 100 years of KMOX is presented by Purina, your pet, our passion, on the voice of St. Louis. KMOX.
Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Claire Haver, a board-certified OBGYN and menopause specialist. My new podcast, Unpaused, is the place for bold, unfiltered conversations about what it really takes for women to thrive in the second half of life. Every week, I sit down with medical experts, cultural icons, and powerhouse women to talk about what really matters. New episodes drop every Tuesday. Listen to and follow Unpaused with me, Dr. Mary Claire Haver, available now wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Ed Evans, CEO of Consumer Cellular. Ever wonder why Big Wireless wants you on an unlimited plan? They probably want you to cover the cost of those 20-somethings using all that data every month. But most people 50 and up like me only use 12 gigs or less. Don't get bamboozled by Big Wireless. Switch to Consumer Cellular. Our plans start at just $20, and we use the same towers as the big guys. Join the millions who choose something better, because if you're not using all that data, you're probably getting used.
Call 1-888-FREEDOM. Visit consumercellular.com/facts or a store near you. Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional facts.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/radio. That's ethos.com/radio.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Honey, is our car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My sister just got an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover our repair bills if anything happens to our car, new brakes, a transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait a minute, we pay nothing on the repairs? Ox gets it fixed for us? Free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance? What's the number?
800-221-6319. Ox has a 30-day money-back guarantee and an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike other warranty companies. We should call now. 800-221-6319.
The last thing we need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-221-6319. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care, 800-221-6319, or go to oxcarcare.com.
For residential and commercial heating repairs, service, maintenance, or installation, contact Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Installation. With over 50 years of HVAC service, get in your comfort zone this winter. Visit aircomfortservice.com. That's aircomfortservice.com.
Working full-time but still falling behind? Learn how real estate education can help you build income and get ahead on your terms. Text radio to 88007. That's RADIO to 88007. Presented by Lifestyles Unlimited.
Hi, this is Dan McLaughlin. Congratulations to KMOX, 100 years strong as the voice of St. Louis.
Welcome back, DGS on KMOX. Sue at 2 is here with us. Okay, fun's over. The Popo just texted me.
Uh-oh.
Steve Moore's listening.
Uh-oh.
No more?
Yeah, it's never good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Did he say we had like a pretty good point, though?
Did he say stop committing conspiracy?
Yeah, he didn't say which team he was on.
Okay, well.
I told him I was uncomfortable talking about Epstein at the top of the show. And he said, hey, you don't have to. And he said, I say, don't worry about talking about Epstein. So we pivot deep into poop. That's his way of saying, that's his way. Like he gives me a lot of deference, gives me a lot of rope to hang myself. And then once it gets too bad, he'll just
he's like, stop.
Yeah.
All right.
Like, it's okay.
What's interesting is that I'm on
what's
Alton's
interesting
website, and there is about 2 lines of regulation on dogs and cats. And there's like 3 paragraphs on chicken regulations.
Sure.
I didn't know that there were that many chicken regulations, I guess.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Who did?
Would you guys ever have chickens?
Mm-mm. I have had neighbors that did.
I'm interested in it. I like chickens.
I'd like to have some.
I think they're cute.
I have a history with chickens.
Of course you do.
That's right. That's right.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Have you told that story?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Yes, I have. And I can't tell it now because Steve Moore's listening.
That's right. So never mind. Sorry.
Since he's listening, I will take the opportunity to tell you that first, Rennie Knott is going to be here at 5 p.m. to do Rush Hour Sports.
Nice.
And he's going to stick around and do Sports Open Line. So you can listen to Rennie from 5 to 8 p.m. And then next Thursday, I believe, is 11:20 a.m., 11:20 KMOX Day. And this really is, I'm not just saying this because I know Steve's listening. He really has taken this on as his project. And on Thursday, I believe it's from 6:30 in the morning, or no, I think from 8 in the morning till 6:30 in the evening, basically all day. We're taking all of the current KMOX talent and sort of mixing them up. Like I'm doing a shift from 10 to noon with Charlie Brennan and Bob Costas.
Oh, fun.
And so then you're going to have, Chris and Amy doing something in the afternoon and Wheeler doing this. And like basically every KMOX OG that's still kicking is probably going to be here.
That's really going to be fun.
Yeah.
I like the idea of mixing it up with the current people. I really think that's kind of a stroke of genius.
You know who I wish was around for this? My mom.
Yeah.
My
She
mom
would've
has
loved
been
it.
listening to KMOX literally since she was a teenager.
Yeah. Wow.
And she had a little speaker about the size of a coffee saucer that she would put under her pillow every night until the day she died and listen to KMOX all night.
Wow.
This year, we're celebrating a century of St. Louis radio history. 100 years of KMOX. Hi, I'm Randy Carricker, and I've got so many great memories from my time behind the mic, and now we want to hear yours. Open the Odyssey app, find KMOX, and tap the voice message feature to share your favorite KMOX moments. Join us as we celebrate 100 years of the voice of St. Louis, KMOX.
Setting goals for retirement is one thing, but knowing how to achieve those goals is another.
What are your wishes, hopes, and dreams? What's retirement look like for you? Because everybody, that picture is different.
For tips on building a better nest egg, tune in to the All Financial Hour with host Steve All, Saturday mornings at 10 or Sunday evenings at 6, right here on KMOX. You can also visit yourmoneymattersstl.com for more details.
Get ready, Missouri. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook, is coming soon. December 1st, new customers in Missouri can get up to $300 in bonus bets when you make your first $5 bet. From touchdowns to homers to three-pointers, with FanDuel, any play can be the play of the game. Plus, with live betting, you can even get in on the action after the game has started, all on an app that's safe, secure, and super easy to use. FanDuel is the best way to game day, and it's coming soon to Missouri. This way, you'll be all set to bet when FanDuel goes live in Missouri on December 1st. That's FanDuel.com/Missouri. Play your game with FanDuel, the #1 rated sports app. Must be 21 and over and present in Missouri. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Offer starts 12/1/2025. Excludes customers who redeem pre-launch sign-up offer. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit fanduel.com/RG.
Let's check in with Dave Murray's weather forecast.
Almost have to check the calendar. Hard to tell. It's the middle of November, partly to mostly sunny skies. 75 for the high this afternoon, almost 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Tonight, partly cloudy skies, a delightful evening, and only 60 for the low. Saturday, mostly sunny and 78. Dry cold front coming by Saturday night. So Sunday will be cooler, but still above average, partly sunny and 60. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
This report is sponsored by Overhead Door Company of St. Louis.
Attention veterans and active military. Overhead Door Company of St. Louis is giving veterans and active military 10% off all month. That's 10% off all doors, openers, and any service or repair. Schedule online at overheaddoorsstlouis.com.
This holiday, give the gift that lasts all season long. Cardinals ticket packs are on sale now, starting at 5, 6, and 10 games. All packs include 2026's top games and favorite giveaways. Backed by popular demand, choose from the opening day pack or the bobblehead pack. Check out the Cubs pack, weekend pack, or apparel pack. There's a pack for everyone. Find your perfect gift right now at cardinals.com/tickets.
And that's grounded up the middle. Diving play. Mason Wynn to his feet. He throws. He got him.
Busch Stadium isn't just a ballpark. It's where St. Louis comes alive. It's where every pitch matters and every cheer feels like home. Season tickets put you right at the heart of it all. And now there's a new way to be all in. Introducing 20-game season ticket plans. Get all the season ticket benefits with more flexibility than ever. Don't miss your chance to own your piece of 2026. Learn more at cardinals.com/tickets.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Missouri can count on.
Hi, I'm Amy Mark Scores. The Salvation Army's annual Red Kettle campaign supports our most marginalized neighbors here in St. Louis. And the sound of bells will soon be in the air. And they're kicking off their Christmas season Saturday, November 22nd, starting with the downtown Thanksgiving parade and culminating with the 78-year-old tradition of lighting the tree in Keener Plaza. Enjoy performances from Blessing Offer and the Salvation Army Brass Band. Kick off the season of giving. Visit stlsalvationarmy.org to learn more.
Sunday, the Chiefs head to Denver to face the Broncos.
Siteman Cancer Center game time, 2 p.m. Siteman Cancer Center, national leaders in cancer.
The Chiefs, the Broncos. Catch all the action here on your home for Chiefs football. 104.1 FM, KMOX.
Our segment with Bernie Miklas is brought to you by Saliga Heating and Cooling, a Dicon Comfort dealer.
Welcome back, guys. DGS on KMOX. Happy Friday. Coming up at the top of the hour, our buddies, the Sklar brothers, are live in studio. George Mahey coming up at 4 p.m. Right now, we welcome Bernie Miklas. Hello, Bern.
Good to be here as always, DGS. How's everybody?
Everyone's good, man. How was your week?
Busy, but I like it that way.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Good.
It's all good. Yeah.
So I saw you had a video today about how Hein Bloom has already changed the farm system, and I want that to be our second topic. My first topic is this. I have heard you and Wheeler and Pauly and Ackerman all say that when people say, just go out and spend some money, that's how you build a better roster. And you guys say that's true, but not during the rebuilding stage. During the rebuilding stage, you build from within and you get some guys who don't cost millions of dollars. And then when you compete, you start spending some money. I believe you that you're right because I trust you guys know what you're talking about, but I don't understand the logic there.
Well, you lay a foundation and you make sure you lay a foundation, you make sure the house is strong. You make sure it's sturdy. You make sure that the strength of the house runs deep, so it's not going to weaken and start falling apart. Mm-hmm. And then when you build a strong house, and in this analogy, the Cardinals farm system, the player development system, has been weak, very weak, but it's now getting stronger. Mm-hmm. And so it'll gain strength and get stronger and deeper and stronger and deeper until you have that strong foundation. And then that's when it's time to go spend the money. Because if you spend the money now and you go get like two players that really matter, it's not going to transform the team. You have to have a lot more better players. Mm-hmm. And it's going to take some time to assemble that group, but they're making great progress. I'm convinced that's the way to go because That's what the Cardinals did when they were winning and winning and winning. And some people will say, well, wait a minute. They had all these guys that they got from other teams. What are you talking about? There was some guy writing recently saying the Cardinals have never been a player development team. I'm just scratching my head. I'm like, what? The Cardinals developed so many prospects, so many good players, that not only did those players fill roles on the team, but there were so many of the prospects, they were able to trade some of them to go get Jim Edmonds and Scott Rowland and who else? A bunch of guys, but those two are primary guys that we talk about a lot. See, prospects aren't just there to play for you. The prospects are also there to barter and trade when you're trying to fill in holes. You have a chance to get Mark McGwire. You have a chance to get Edmonds. You have a chance to get Rowland. I mean, and Fernando Vina. I mean, on and on and on and on. There's so many examples. So if you want the best foundation you can put together, especially after your farm system has been so mediocre, that's the way to do it. The money part comes later. See, you got a house, right? If the house is all rickety and things are falling apart, like why would you go out and spend a fortune on like having, fancy
an in-ground pool, right?
Yeah, fancy stuff inside the house.
Yeah.
What's the point? What's the point of that when your roof's about to cave in?
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, let's go spend let's go spend 50 grand or 100 grand on a new kitchen. Well, wait a minute, the roof's about to cave in. Why would we do that? Anyway.
And Bern, it seems to me, I know that we've taken our eye off the ball with the farm system in the minor leagues, but I keep hearing you guys talk about name after name. So it seems like even with our negligence in the minor leagues, we do have quite a few good prospects.
Yeah, they, it started. A lot of it started to turn when John Mozeliak put Randy Flores in charge of the draft. He's done a really good job. All these guys have misses. Nobody bats 1,000, but he's done a good job. And the Cardinals did have some good people working down below, but everything sort of got outdated. Not Randy Flores, but I'm talking about the minor leagues. But they were able to develop some players, but Jordan Walker hasn't to this point become what they thought. Same with Nolan Gorman. Same with some others we can name. But some things are happening down there already. I mean, Fangraphs has rated the Cardinals farm system #1 in the majors now.
Yeah, I saw that.
And the Cardinals also, and I told a story what I wrote, and if you give me a minute to talk about it, STL Sports Central, I wrote this yesterday. I gave like a real in the moment example of like how things have changed under Chaim Bloom and the team he has assembled to make this a much better farm system, player development system, and give those young players everything they need. The Cardinals drafted a kid out of Boston High School in 2021 named Joshua Baez. He's a big, strong guy, can hit the ball a mile. He can also run the bases very well. They knew he would be raw. It would take time. And he struggled. Well, they called timeout. They intervened. And in late July of 2024, they put him on a thing called the development list. And basically for 2 or 3 weeks, they took the best coaches, the instructors they could find, and the best performance, as in physical performance, people that they had, and some of the people that had just signed up under Bloom, and they basically took Joshua Baez to camp, and it was an example of the player development staff and the physical performance staff working together as a team to do everything they could to improve him as a hitter because he struck out all the time. And the transformation when he came back and through all of 2025 was absolutely dramatic. He's now their 4th best prospect, and Baseball America and some others are saying this guy's looking like someone who will hit 30 home runs and steal 30 bases. See, they poured all they had into this kid to make him the best they could make him, to correct his flaws, get him on a good track, and transform the trajectory of his career. Makes me wonder if Jordan Walker would have had that, if Nolan Gorman would have had that, if some of these other kids would have had that. See, this stuff matters. It works. It's not as sexy as spending money on a free agent. You don't get that instant gratification buzz, right? But we've seen so many Cardinals prospects just flop. And they've put together a system down there where these kids are going to get the very best they could get anywhere as far as development. And, the one thing about Joshua Baez, it wasn't just his swing. They also put him in the gym and they did tests and they realized, listen, man, your body movement is off. So you're not getting a smooth swing. You're not getting a direct path to the ball. So they actually got him trained in terms of like changing his body movement to have smoother movement, more fluid movement, so he can get to the ball easier and hit it with authority. So this stuff is deep stuff, and they have done none of that until 2025. None of that. So that excites me rather than spending $18 million on a free agent that, okay, might make you a little better. But is he going to be, is the free agent going to be there forever? Like a kid like Baez, he comes up here next year. He's going to be someone that would be on your team for 7 or 8 years. I mean, see, the young guys last a long time. So,
yeah.
Anyway, I didn't mean to go on about that, but I wanted to tell you a story that backs up what I'm talking about.
So, Bern, obvious question, but if we're doing that with Joshua Baez, why haven't we done it with Jordan Walker?
Well, because Bloom didn't really take over in getting that stuff all squared away until, the start of 2025 or before 2025. But he also, he spent 2025, at least part of it, hiring people. Like, in other words, the staff was not fully put together. The technology wasn't fully put together. The facilities weren't fully put together. He had to hire people. He had to assemble a couple different teams down there and then come up with a plan and put everyone to work.
Yeah.
Now, if they would have sent Walker down to the minor, I think he would have got some help. But they didn't do that. But I guarantee you that he'll get some help this year if it's a problem. He will get more help down there if he goes down there than he's ever gotten since he signed with the Cardinals.
Bern, let's end up today talking about Mizzou. And if you could, in a couple minutes, talk about the game tomorrow, what it means, what it doesn't mean. And then everyone's so fascinated by Drinkwitz, and is he going to Penn State? Is he sticking at home? And just give us your opinion on that.
I don't have a gut feeling on Drinkwitz. I think he would have some motivation to stay, but I'm not entirely sure, like who exactly is going to come after him. And by the way, I'm not saying that will. I'm just saying we got to see how this is going to play out because there's a lot of dominoes on the table. So, but I know Mizzou will do their best to keep. As far as tomorrow, listen, this is a matter of pride. I know it sounds corny. It's a matter of purpose. It's like, how bad, okay, you're over. You're not going to the playoff. You lost 3 out of 4. Things are sliding away. You got 3 games to make it right. So, but what's important to you? Do you want to, you're a 6-3 team. Do you want to end up as a 6-6 team? You're going to lose 3 in a row. You want to end up as a 7-5 team? I think it would be great for the program if they could just kind of reverse this collapse that they've been in and, end up with 8 or 9 wins. That's a good season. And I'm not saying that should be the goal, but it's a good goal when your season is slipping away and it is kind of falling apart from where you had hoped it would go. The way they win the game tomorrow is by running the ball because Mississippi State does not stop the run very well. They can take a direct path to a win, but I think Mississippi State's going to give them a fight.
Okay. Let's hear about Saliga before you let you go for the weekend.
You got it, my friend. Saliga Heating, Cooling, Bike and Comfort Dealer. They've been taking care of St. Louis family since 1927. Dan Saliga is a 4th generation owner operator of the Saliga family business, and he has made it bigger and better than ever. And that's saying something because they've been a great family business for nearly 100 years. The Mickleses we've relied on them for 17 years, going on 18. And I think I'm qualified to testify about their standard for honesty and integrity, knowledge, professionalism, service, classiness when they come into your home. They always look for ways to save us money. They always look for the least expensive solutions to heating and cooling issues. And there's calmness about them that you really appreciate when you are kind of stressed out about something that's just broken down. You know that they'll take care of it. You know that they'll be honest. And you know that everything's going to be just fine. That's a really valuable thing to have. So I encourage you to give Saliga a chance. Also, check into their Priority Club of Maintenance Plan. It'll save you money by extending life of your current equipment. So I'm going long here, so let me be quiet and just give you the information. Go to SaligaHeatingandCooling.com for all the information you need.
Get ready for laughs that make you think.
If you want to make a mythical creature,
Comedian, writer, and master of clever one-liners, Dimitri Martin is coming to the factory November 20th.
just take a regular animal and add wings to it.
And we've got your chance to win a pair of tickets to see the show.
A horse becomes Pegasus, a lion becomes a griffin, and a hawk becomes...
Register now through November 16th at KMOX.com for your chance to win.
a double hawk.
For more info, KMOX.com/contests.
So it's kind of presumptive of me to say that, oh, you're so lucky that you know me. You're so lucky you're going to do a bathroom remodel. But you kind of are lucky if you're planning a bathroom remodel and you have been getting bids from national places and maybe even got a couple of bids from local people, but maybe they're a little bit sketchy. You just didn't like the cut of their jib, weren't quite sure they could do the job. Well, Mike is right there. Mike is local. Mike is family owned and operated. He's been doing nothing but bathroom remodeling for 30 years now. He has about 10 crews. He's had to add people because the advertising on KMOX has gone so well for him. He will bring out the competition's products. He will bring out his own products so that you can compare apples to apples. If he says he's going to be there on Tuesday, he will. If he says he'll be done on Thursday, he will. You'll have his cell phone. Everyone loves his customer service. And get this, he's usually about 50% less than the national companies on a bathroom remodel. Call 636-775-0800 or michaelsbaths.com.
If you owe the IRS, you have a legal issue, and you need the Lance Drury Law Firm. We'll protect your rights. Log on at LanceDruryLaw.com.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have leaf filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Favorite stories. I don't think it's cool.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 249. I didn't realize what a big Rick fan you were.
Oh, yeah. I would go to Peaches and buy the photos of Rick in concert.
You and me both, brother.
Oh. And I just saw him on YouTube. They did a thing from Men's Health, and they said, what's in your refrigerator, and show us your workout. And they went to Rick Springfield's house. So, of course, I watched the whole thing. He was my, well, I guess I did have Sean Cassidy. But when Sean Cassidy was gone and the feathered hair, sure, I went straight to Rick.
Yeah.
You understand.
I do.
And they showed what was in his refrigerator, and he gave it. He's 76.
I know.
He looks amazing.
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah,
Rachel.
He has not aged in like 2 decades.
No. And they showed, he talked about, I eat the healthy and blah, blah. And then they go to the gym and show this guy super buff and helps him work out. And he's like, yes, I eat really well. And then the next episode was Gene Simmons.
Not so much.
Not the same.
Yeah.
Let's just say Gene kept his shirt on and Rick did not.
Yeah.
Beer and pudding in the fridge.
Yeah.
I've interviewed him a couple times.
Have you? And tell me, please, was he nice?
He was super nice.
Okay.
He invited me to his show. He invited me to bring him on stage.
Nice.
Yeah, he was really cool.
Okay,
I was very happy.
I think what Sue is trying to get at here is
Could I hook her up?
Does she have a chance?
I think you do.
He's
You're Sue
married.
Thomas.
He's married. That means nothing. He's married, and she makes great tacos. I learned that on the show.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Do we have time for a little Craigslist?
I think we do.
Okay.
All right, let's play Craigslist Price is Right. These are all Craigslist listings from the St. Louis area. The goal of the game is for the crew to be the closest bid to the actual listing price. Let's start out with a 2009 President William Henry Harrison coin roll.
Okay.
So it's a dollar coin roll. Totaling $25 worth of coins, but I want to know how much you think this person is selling this coin roll for.
Okay.
I do not remember the William Henry Harrison coins in 2009. I do not remember this at all.
Well,
But
they
apparently
were
they were $1 coins.
They were only in print for like a month.
I remember the Susan B's.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah.
That was
I
a
got
joke
your
about
joke,
how
Andrew.
Thank you.
I
gotcha.
didn't.
He got sick in his presidential address,
yeah.
his first inauguration address, and died.
So it's a $25 roll of coins, but how much do you think they're being sold for?
$50.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
I'm gonna say 75.
Wow. I'm going to say 40.
Sue gets it. These are going for $38.
Ooh.
Next up, we have a Frank Sinatra doll. It's a collector's edition, new in the box.
Scary.
How large is it, Rachel?
Maybe
Easy.
like Ken size, as in Barbie and Ken.
Oh, okay.
I like that you had to tell us which Ken you're talking about. As in Ken Watanabe.
And then Ken, the guy that empties the trash sometimes.
I'm going to guess that whoever has this is pretty proud of it.
I agreed. How old is it? Does it have a year on it? When did they make these?
You know, it didn't have a year on it. I'm gonna say I'm going to say the 80s at the very earliest it could have been.
Okay.
Or I'm sorry, very latest it could have been manufactured.
I'm going to go $50 again.
Okay, no one else needs to bid because Dave just got it
Nice
right.
job, Dave.
$50
All right.
for the Frank Sinatra doll.
Dave's listing.
Now, speaking of Frank
Dave's
Sinatra,
like, we'll get you out of here, Frank. Don't worry. We'll get you in a good home.
we have an Ocean's 11 framed and glass enclosed artwork and DVD movie
Oh, boy.
in like new condition. So it's Ocean's 11 framed artwork in excellent condition, extremely good quality piece of artwork. That's what the listing says. It's in a very nice frame, and it includes the Ocean's 11 DVD video. There's a wire hanging on the back of the frame for, ease of displaying this in your home. I will tell you guys the original price. The original price was $359.
Wow.
And it was purchased at an establishment called Beach Boys in Chesterfield. So if you are familiar with Beach Boys, that might help you, price it from there. I will tell you it's going for a different price than the $359.
I think that's way overpriced. I'll say $150.
Okay.
I saw a smile on Rachel's face, so I'm going to say 450. I'm going to go higher.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I'll go in the middle and say 300.
Okay, Dave gets this one, but you're still way off, Dave. This is going for only $50.
Whoa.
I have to leave.
This is actually quite a deal.
Yeah.
$50.
Glad I'm getting to share this with the KMOX audience.
I'll take that back to, what is it, Scooter McNally's?
Beach Boys.
Beach Boys, that's right.
What was it exactly?
It was a framed a framed
Ocean's
DVD of
11.
Ocean's 11 with artwork.
Ooh.
I don't.
What'd you think it was, idiot?
I guess I thought it was more of a photo. I didn't know it was a functioning DVD.
You get to watch the movie.
Now I'm going to pay double. Now I'm going to pay $900.
I think we have time for one more, and this one's out of Eureka. It's a Victoria's Secret lace diamond bra.
Here we
No.
go.
$1 million.
It's a bombshell bra.
I
if
need to
you're
know what
familiar
size.
with the brand at all.
You were
Brand
gonna
new,
ask that.
never worn, still has tags attached from Victoria's Secret. It's a size 36D, and it's a push-up bra that adds 2 cup sizes. They
I'm
also
not sure you need it.
They wanted to clarify this comes from a smoke-free home, so you don't have to worry about anything there.
Goody.
No, wait, never worn?
Never worn.
Oh, okay.
I know that kind of takes the shine off the apple.
Well, gee, it sounds comfortable.
It does sound
It's
comfortable.
got diamonds or whatever in it that it's going to make it 2
Two cup
sizes
sizes.
larger.
Yeah, 2 cup
That's-
sizes, you say? Interesting.
That's
Interesting.
cozy. I do not want this item. Yet I will say $15.
Okay.
45.
All right.
50.
Dave gets it right.
Dang,
Right on the nose yet again, and he wins Craigslist Price is Right today.
Many families in Missouri and Illinois live in freezing conditions. They can't afford utilities.
HeatUpStLouis.org has helped thousands. 100% of public donations help neighbors stay warm.
Please help HeatUpStLouis.org.
Many families in our region are living paycheck to paycheck, or others may be seniors or disabled neighbors on fixed incomes. Please drop off a check payable to Heat Up St. Louis to any Commerce Bank associate. Thank you.
For 100 years, KMOX has been part of St. Louis. Now, Together Credit Union is helping celebrate that legacy. Starting in November, visit any Together Credit Union branch to pick up a KMOX 100th anniversary commemorative ornament for just $5 while supplies last. Each ornament supports Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis. Together Credit Union, honoring 100 years of KMOX, the voice of St. Louis, and Children's Miracle Network of Greater St. Louis, improving the health of all children.
Neobitin, everyone knows what a multivitamin is. Most of us have been taking them, or at least took them as a kid, or the Flintstones, or, you get it. So we have one that was created here in St. Louis. I met Dr. Ken Rubicki and his son Tommy when Tommy was, I don't know, a teenager, maybe young 20s at the oldest, 15, 18 years ago when they first started things out. At that point, they were in a couple of mom and pop pharmacies. Their dream was to be in like a Schnucks or a Deerbergs or something. And we started doing business together. Ken had survived pancreatic cancer, and he created Neobitin like almost literally in his bathtub, not to cure him, but to allow him to have the strength to continue practicing and running. He was a long distance runner. He survived that. He sadly died years later from something unrelated, but that's why we give a portion of every bottle to cancer research. Tommy now, full-grown man, a family of his own. He's now at the helm of it. It's a great product. It was created here in St. Louis, manufactured in the U.S. You can buy it off the shelves at Schnucks and Deerbergs locally or online at neobitin.com.
Debt payments keeping you up at night? Credit cards, medical bills, personal loans. If you owe more than $10,000 in unsecured debt, we can help you settle for less. At J.G. Wentworth, many clients cut their debt by up to 50% before fees, potentially saving thousands of dollars. Even if your credit is damaged, we can help. And remember, you don't pay us a dime unless we reduce your debt. Call 877-CASH-NOW. The call is free, the consultation is free, and the bigger your debt, the more we can help you save. Act now. If you owe $10,000 or more, call 877-CASH-NOW. That's 877-CASH-NOW. Call right now. Your path toward financial freedom starts today with J.G. Wentworth. 877-CASH-NOW. Results vary. Not all debts qualify. Debt resolution impacts credit and may increase what you owe. Average savings before fees, 43%, 25% after fees. J.G. Wentworth does not pay debts or provide legal, tax, or credit repair services.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Our firm handles hundreds of crash cases involving semi-trucks every year. A crash case involving semis is much different, and if you don't know what you're doing, you can leave lots of money on the table. Many times there is separate insurance for the cab and for the trailer. Sometimes there are actually layers of other insurances and excess insurance that some lawyers may not know about because they don't see that many cases. We see these cases every day. Also, there are federal laws governing the hours a driver may drive in a 24-hour period and logs that are required. A crash case involving a semi-truck is a totally different animal than a simple car crash. We have lawyers who only handle these cases. It's all they do. Rolling the dice with the wrong law firm can be disastrous. Call us on your cell phone at Pound Law, pound 529. It's so easy. Injured? Dial Pound Law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
News, talk, cards. KMOX AM St. Louis. KMOX FM Hazelwood. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
At 3 o'clock, it is sunny, 80 degrees downtown of the Arch. I'm Maria Kina in for Michael Calhoun. Our top story, 21 people have been arrested after clashing with police outside a Chicago area facility where ICE detainees are being held. This time, clergy members were involved in the scuffle at the Broadview Holding Center. They wanted to enter to deliver Eucharist to the detainees. CBS News Chicago reporter Azal Rizé.
We saw about 300 people or so here protesting peacefully this morning, singing songs. And then just before 10 o'clock is when we saw clergy members announce their plans to deliver communion inside the facility to detainees, rather, that are there. That's when things escalated. We saw a really big clash between those clergy members and state police and local police.
On the heel of messages released by Democrats on a House committee looking to tie President Trump to Jeffrey Epstein, the president is now calling on the Justice Department to investigate Epstein's friendships with Democrats, including former President Bill Clinton and former Treasurer Secretary Larry Summers. Summers is mentioned in some of the material the Dems put out there, but much of it centers on the president's connections to Epstein. Mr. Trump is not mentioned as having been close to Epstein. CBS Justice correspondent Scott McFarland.
We emphasize that Democrats on the panel who've been uniquely and specifically critical of the president's handling of the Epstein matter spotlighted certain emails they wanted to underscore, but all of this was put out into the universe by Congress.
Jefferson County is preparing legislation to regulate data centers. Councilmen held a meeting last night to start discussions. KMOX's Stuart McMillan spoke with County Executive Dennis Gannon.
Are you in favor of data centers coming to Jefferson County?
Stuart, yes, I am. With the right guardrails put in place, then yes, I am. And when I say that, I don't know what they all are yet. My job is to educate myself, educate our county council, as well as nurture or encourage our county services department to educate themselves, because they're ultimately the guys that have to administer it, put it together, and make it happen.
Gannon says there are currently no data center companies pursuing Jefferson County. From the KMOX Business Desk, sponsored by Krentz Financial Group, KFGadvisors.com. The owner of Arch Apparel says opening up a shop at Ballpark Village was the worst decision of his life and has cost him everything. Aaron Park tells the Post-Dispatch the location hasn't been profitable for 2 years. He once had 3 stores and 35 employees. Now, he says it's just him, and he has not been able to pay himself. He's even considering bankruptcy. At 3:03, it is time for a check on the St. Louis Business Index. Here's Stifel Senior Vice President for Investments, Scott Bedell. Hi, Scott.
Happy Friday, Maria. Good afternoon, everyone. After starting the trading day very sharply lower, major stock market indices spent the remainder of the session climbing out of that hole, all except for the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which fell 309 points, or 0.2% at 47,147. The Standard & Poor's 500 index down just 3 points to 6,734, while the NASDAQ Composite Index gained 0.1% at 22,900. Locally, the Bloomberg St. Louis Stock Index down 0.2% at 1,560. Checking on some stocks of local interest, Post Holdings gained 0.3% at $106.70. Enterprise Financial Services up 1% at $53.47. On the downside, Anheuser-Busch fell 1.1% at $63.83. Stifel Financial slipped 1% at $120.80. And Caleres lost 5.5% to close at $10.31. For KMOX, this has been Scott Bedell from Stifel Financial, member SIPC and New York Stock Exchange. Have a good weekend, everyone. I will speak with you again on Monday afternoon.
And a check of traffic. No real problems out there for the start of our Friday afternoon. It looks right now that same construction work is out there that has the right lane closed. That's for westbound 64 drivers in the Metro East, exit 19 and 18 Greenmount Road. So expect some delays. They're saying right now there's delays up to 20 minutes. Weather is sponsored by Jerry Kelly Heating, Air Conditioning, and Electrical Plumbing.
Springtime in the middle of November here in St. Louis, partly to mostly sunny skies. We will peak out at 75 for the high today. That's a good 10 degrees warmer than yesterday. Delightful for evening plans. Temperatures holding basically in the 70s to upper 60s. Partly cloudy skies, only 60 for the overnight low. On to the weekend. Saturday, mostly sunny. How about a couple of degrees warmer? The high temperature on Saturday, 78. The record's 81 from 1971. Close, but that record should be safe. Now, Saturday night, a dry cold front comes by. Clear skies, colder, 46 for the overnight low. Sunday, partly sunny, maybe a spot morning shower, though really tough to find. The high near 60, so cooler on Sunday. And the next best chance for rain is going to be Monday night. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Dave Murray on 104.1 FM, KMOX.
It is 80 degrees in St. Peter, 79 in Florissant, and downtown at the Arch, it's 80 degrees. I'm Maria Kina, KMOX News.
My best friend Jenny came over for coffee, said it's cold enough in here to play hockey. Well, my furnace broken, it's already late. Call Jerry Kelly because they're open till 8, jerrykelly.com. They're fast and they're good and they got it going on, Jerry Kelly.
The Dave Glover Show is sponsored by the Michaels Flooring Outlet, the flooring experts. IGotFloored.com.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 104.1 FM KMOX. Happy Friday to everybody. Been a good show so far. The Sklar brothers are here, Randy and Jason, my two favorite Jewish identical twins.
Thank you. I'll
Not
take it.
even
We
a
better be at the
close
top
second.
of that list. There's no one else on that
and
list.
more importantly, Mama Sklar.
Mama Sklar, Annette
It's so
Sklar
good
is in
to
the
see
house.
you.
Thank you. Great to see you.
Yeah.
Mr. Glover,
How are
you been?
things?
We're good.
Great.
We're so happy to be back in St. Louis. We're home.
Yes.
Feels like we're home. We've been driving around all day today. And
Yeah.
just picked him up from the airport and going around and just, hitting the old landmarks. And
Yeah.
God, Mom and I went to a great restaurant last night. Was it the Crossing?
That's a good one.
It's a great restaurant last night in Clayton. And it's just good. It's just good to be back here. It's good to be home. Good to see
You could
her.
go to the Crossing and then later eat a full Emo's pizza.
Yeah, that's right. You could do
St.
that.
Louis.
St. Louis.
Louis.
You know what I was thinking about? My son, Nick, who's 30, we used to go to the Parkmore all the time.
Parkmore. We used to go with our great grandmother.
Yes.
Diner over there.
And
Yeah.
my daughter's 20, so she's too young to have seen it. And I told Nick, I said, if I could take her anywhere, we'd go to the Parkmore.
Right, go back in time. You're like, I want to
Yes.
build a time machine, not to kill Hitler, but to go
Yes.
back in time and go to the
Yes.
Parkmore.
Hitler
And
second.
Hitler said,
too,
well,
but-
we'll go see a movie at the Esquire, and then we'll go. Yeah.
Where would you guys go? What's something from your childhood?
Oh, God, that's so, this is what I would love to do because our 14th birthday, do you remember this, Mom? You took us to the Steamers game. I would love to, the St. Louis Steamers when they were like big and like major indoor soccer league.
It was St. Louis and not Cleveland that had that.
I
team.
know,
I'm just saying
exactly,
that out
right?
loud.
So the St. Louis Steamers, I would go back in time and go to a St. Louis Steamers
Fun.
game with Slobo Ilievsky,
Yes.
Tommy
Ebert.
Don Ebert, Carl Rose, Jeff Cacciatore,
Yes.
Sammy Bick, Steve Petcher, like all these guys. You remember them?
So get this. I grew up about 5 miles from SIU.
Yeah.
And I was a soccer nut and I saw every game. And then I got a scholarship to run track over there. And my freshman year was some of those guys' senior year.
Wow.
So I'm in the locker room with those guys.
Oh, they're the best.
Amazing.
Those guys.
And those games were sold out. in
Oh,
St.
yeah.
Louis.
Yeah,
Like,
it was like 17,000 people. I
Yes.
mean, it would be as many people as at Blues games. There was so much scoring.
Yeah.
It was
The energy was
the
amazing.
energy was great. We played indoor soccer
at the
as
Armory. They
we
used
were
to have
driving down here. The Armory, and
no
there-
heat.
no
and
heat.
We play in the wintertime. It'd be like
Freezing.
12 degrees outside and 8 degrees inside.
Like your mom was there. You got a soccer ball on your leg, and it just like burned it.
You like couldn't walk for days. All right, that's where you go. I would go to the old Tivoli Theater to see the Rocky Horror Picture Show, which we used to go on. That was another
That's
birthday
another
party we
birthday
had.
party our parents had.
That Salim's, where garlic is king. I would go there over that old restaurant down in the Loop.
In the Loop there.
And then we'd walk over to the Tivoli and go see.
I
Rocky
mean,
Horror Picture
just
Show.
so many great memories of
Yeah.
St. Louis places.
And speaking of the Loop, you guys have a show on Del Mar coming up
Yes,
Sunday.
at Del Mar Hall, which is connected to the Pageant
It's the
Theater.
best.
Oh my God, I can't
It's
wait.
a perfect room.
Yeah, I
Perfect
was so excited.
room. We're gonna do our podcast, Dumb People Town Live, which is an exploration of the dumb that happens in this world, mostly from Florida.
Yes.
And it's just dumb stories, and
If a guy tries to rob a house with his cat,
yeah,
we're going to make fun of it.
Also, like, amazing that you can get your cat to do anything. And like without, you have to convince the cat. Your cat is like a teenager. You have to convince it that it's their idea.
Right.
Yeah, you wanted to do this,
You
right?
wanted to rub on the low shelves.
So we'll do that. Our guest is Rory Scovel, one of the best comics out there. He's coming in to do it. Our co-host, Daniel Van Kirk, another great comic.
And we just ran into Robert Townsend, the great Robert Townsend from Hollywood
Legendary
Shuffle.
comic, Hollywood Shuffle. And now
he's Io's dad on the Bear. He's
Sydney's
on the Bear,
dad on the
Sydney's
Bear.
Dad on the Bear, and he might come through and do the podcast too. So it's gonna be fun. There's only a handful of tickets left, and we just want people to come to that. flyovercomedyfest.com.
And we were saying this before in the break. This is such a great comedy festival. The fact that it's happening in St. Louis is fantastic. If St. Louis supports this comedy festival, it will grow bigger. More comics will start coming. As St. Louis comes to support, so will this festival.
It's great to see a new thing happening in St. Louis that has national implications.
Yeah. If you guys are just tuning in, we were talking to the Sklar brothers, Randy and Jason, and Mama Sklar is here as well. So we're talking. I just had my 25th anniversary of being on the radio.
Amazing.
A couple weeks ago. Thank you. And what changes we've seen?
Oh my God.
I mean, we were talking about it in podcasting. We've been doing a podcast for 15 years. We were doing a sports podcast, and we finally ended it this year. But after 15 years, when we came into the podcasting game, there were so few podcasts there. And then now they've grown so much that like you can't do a general sports podcast. You have to be pretty niche to a team or to a specific sport or whatnot. And we just saw the changes through the years. So the fact that you've been doing it for 25 years,
it's amazing.
It is a credit to you and your personality, because the one thing that cuts through, the one thing that AI can't replicate is original personality. And that to me is like, that's how you sit there and you say, okay, I've been on the radio for 25 years. We've been doing comedy for 35 years.
Yeah,
Crazy.
It's so long, and I love it. I mean, the first time we stepped on stage, we were 14 years old, 15 years old at the Funny Bone over in Westport, which is just crazy. And we're about to be 54. So, crazy.
What I've never asked you guys this. I don't know what it's like to be a twin. You don't know what it's like not to be a twin.
Yeah.
But for those of us who aren't, like, the best you can tell us, what was it like growing up as twins?
I mean, it was great. Our parents did a really good job. Mom, you did a really good job, of raising us to be like, to depend on each other, but not be dependent on each other, if that makes sense. It's a very thin line and a distinction where you got to have friends outside of each other. You got to go out and, date people and have your life that's outside of the two of you. But at the end of the day, you're this person's backstop, and it's important. And they put us in separate rooms. Like, we had the privacy to be our own people. And I think that's the reason why we still are doing what we do today. Twins that we know who grew up in the same, we're in the same room.
I gotta get
away from this person. We didn't care. We went to college. We roomed together our freshman year in college, and we still didn't mind being around each other. And I would say, people like, would you guys ever want to just do stand up by yourself? And I would say, no,
yes.
This is,
oh,
wait,
sorry.
no,
Jeez.
wait.
Oh my God. I just revealed that on the air.
What? No,
no, but I agree with Rand. I do think, first of all, it was super fun. Like, we had a fun house. Our dad, may he rest in peace. He was Dick Sklar, wonderful, amazing guy.
Was Dick funny?
Dick was so funny, and he was so funny with people. Like, he would take us on errands with him. We'd be like in the car. He'd leave us in a running car.
So
this is the early 80s.
Any child molesters want to take these kids? They're just in this car. Right,
yeah, there's two
cars running. Keys are in it.
So we'd sit in the car, and he'd go into like the cleaners, and like in 2 seconds he'd be talking to the person in the cleaners, and they'd be laughing. 2 seconds he'd be at the gas station, and the person would be laughing. And when you're a kid, even if you don't know what that means, your brain is processing it on some level.
Osmosis, it registered. I mean, the other thing he would do that was really funny is, like, we'd go out to restaurants. We were remembering.
So we go to Mr. Steak.
Mr. Steak,
which was a restaurant in St. Louis. And
I would go back in time to go to that restaurant.
I remember that place.
Our parents used to take us there, and they would get us they would get us a chicken drumstick.
First of all, ordered us chicken at Mr. Steak.
Was weird.
Let me start with that.
Then a peach wedge on a
lettuce
garnish, and it was 29 cents per person. It was crazy. So
it may have been like the drumstick of like a chicken wing.
Right.
I don't know if it was like a full drum.
We went to Mr. Steak, and we'd be like waiting there to be seated, and our dad would see someone that he knew, And who didn't see him, and he say to us, "Go see that guy in like the plaid jacket over there.
Go over to him.
Go over to that guy. We're 4, 5. Go over to that guy. Walk up to his table and just say, Daddy." We would do it, and they drop their silverware. The wife is like, "What's going on?"
Marriages crumble in front of our eyes, and our dad's in the corner like waving. Hey, Bill, how you doing?
That's great.
That's just great. He used us in bits.
Yeah, the Glovers were my immediate family, and the people before me are funny and mean.
Funny and mean.
They're funny and mean. And my mom passed away a year ago at 96.
Wow. Oh my God.
And I am literally at her deathbed.
Yeah.
And she hadn't said anything for a couple of days. And she sort of calls me over.
Oh my God.
And I am right face to face with her.
Yeah.
And she says, "You would look so much younger without that beard."
That's the last thing she
those
said.
are last words.
Perfect. Come on. That's hilarious.
Almost 100 years on Earth, you go out with a joke.
Well, she's right. Number one, you would look so much younger.
You would look younger.
Anytime I have a mustache, and my mom, you like the mustache, right?
No,
she loves the mustache.
No, she's like, get
my wife. But I remember when we first did our first show on MTV, and I had a soul patch down below, like a little whatever that it was the Billy
that
Goat.
tells you 90s.
97 was the beard back then, and I remember going to visit my wife's grandma, who was still alive at that time. Very funny lady, Dorothy Tasman, and she looked at me and she called me Brandy instead of Randy. She said, "Brandy." I'm like, "It's Randy," whatever. She's like, "Get that shredded weed off your chin." And I was like, "That's the funniest thing I've ever heard." And she's right.
Yeah,
she was
Old
right.
people don't like to see facial hair. That's fine. That's fair.
having
That's beautiful that your mom roasted you just.
Oh,
in
yeah.
that final
Perfect.
moment.
The day, so she passed away 4 months after falling and breaking her hip, which is quite common. And the day she had surgery, she was 70 pounds, 96 years old, had a rod put in her femur.
Oh my God.
And the day she was in the hospital bed, I said these words to her: "Stop being so mean to me."
Yeah, stop being so mean to me.
She was just roasting me.
Yeah, she's like, "Mom, you gotta put the
power
rod
source.
in your leg, right? Not up anyway."
No.
Anyway.
Here's the thing. That was where she was getting her power source from.
Yeah,
Power
from
source.
roasting.
And we got a chance to meet Mel Brooks.
Oh, wow.
40 years old, Mel Brooks, and he was doing a screening of Blazing Saddles and then a Q&A in Denver, and we were doing comedy at Comedy Works there at the Comedy Club that weekend. And we knew the guy who was moderating the panel discussion with him afterwards, and he said, "Come back, you got to meet him." And we met him and talked to him. And I mean, he's just one of our favorites of all time. It's like meeting literally your hero.
Yes.
And you're like, he's so sharp. Like, what's he? Because he's funny. His brain is working. He's trying to do comedy at 94. It's like he has something to live for. And so the light in his eye and the sparkle in his eye, which totally existed, was because he's just trying to make jokes.
That's right.
I am so glad you said that, Randy. That is such a great point. My dad had Alzheimer's. Everyone has Alzheimer's. And I was tested and I had the genetic marker.
Okay.
So I'm worried about it.
Sure.
And I'm reading everything. I've never had the thought, because I know keeping your brain active helps, but I never had the thought, I wonder if there's a difference with funny people.
I think there is, because in order to make a joke about something, you have to first understand it. So your brain has to work super hard to figure out, what is this thing? What is the thing about it that either is incongruous or is the thing that I'm going to dig into and point out? What's my take on it? What's the joke? That's a lot of thinking. And if your brain is going digging into those things, then I think it's going to stave off. We might have solved Alzheimer's disease with comedy.
Right here on this
comedy
show.
did it.
Can you guys stick another segment?
Sure.
Okay, we have Randy and Jason Sklar in. They are going to be at Delmar Hall this Sunday, and they get tickets where?
At flyovercomedyfest.com. There's only a handful of tickets left. Grab them now. We'd love to see you there.
Excellent. More of the Sklars right after this.
When life happens and you need to sell your St. Louis area home, call trusted realtor Gloria Liu with your home sold guaranteed realty. Gloria is St. Louis's real estate expert with more than 22 years of experience and expertise, helping you sell quickly and for the most money.
Selling your home can be so stressful, especially when life happens, like a sudden job change, a passing of a loved one, or a growing family. Knowing exactly how much your home will sell in today's market is the first step. Then I back it up with an upfront written guarantee. My guarantee is simple and easy to understand. If I can't sell your home at our agreed upon price and time frame, I'll buy it myself.
When life happens, the name to remember is Gloria Liu, your home sold guaranteed realty. I strongly suggest you call her right now at 314-325-6888, 314-325-6888, or visit GloriaHasTheBuyers.com. Gloria and seller must agree on price and possession date.
Hi, I'm Nancy Cartwright. You may know me better as the voice of Bart Simpson. On Simpsons Declassified, we're diving into the mysteries that keep The Simpsons forever young. Have you ever wondered how The Simpsons regularly predicts future events? Who better to ask than the show's creators, performers, and writers, the celebrity guests? Be sure to follow and listen to Simpsons Declassified wherever you get your podcasts.
You're listening to Leaf Filter Radio, and the guru of gutter protection himself, Chris Cunahan, is here to take your most pressing leaf-related questions and bring you a special Black Friday offer.
Hey, everybody, Chris here. I understand we have Ron on the line. Ron, where are you calling from?
Uh-oh. Ron, are you calling from a ladder?
Well, I was. I wanted to ask Chris what I need to do to get my gutters ready to have Leaf Filter installed.
Oh, Ron, you don't have to do anything. A Leaf Filter Trusted Pro will come out and clean out your gutters, realign and seal your gutters, and install Leaf Filter, America's #1 gutter protection system.
So I didn't need to get on this ladder?
Ron, Leaf Filter Trusted Pros are in your neighborhood and ready to help. Just visit leaffilter.com/deal to schedule your free gutter inspection and get up to 30% off.
Thank goodness. What was that site?
That's leaffilter.com/deal. And now, as a special Black Friday offer, you can get a free gutter inspection, plus up to 35% off. This is our best offer of the season. Unlock it now at leaffilter.com/deal. See representative for warranty details.
Is your car still under warranty?
No, not anymore.
My mechanic just suggested an extended service plan from Ox Car Care.
Ox Car Care?
Yeah, Ox will cover repair bills if anything happens to the car. New brakes, transmission, AC, or engine problems. Plus, Ox Car Care offers free oil changes, tire rotation, and roadside assistance.
Wait, you pay nothing on repairs? Ox gets it fixed, free oil changes, free tire rotation, and free roadside assistance?
Yeah, you don't pay. Ox pays. Ox even has a 30-day money-back guarantee and is A+ rated on the BBB. They handle their claims from start to finish, unlike those other warranty companies.
The last thing I need is an unexpected car repair bill. I'm calling Ox Car Care now.
Call Ox Car Care for your free quote. 800-221-6319. Ask about senior and military discounts. Don't get stuck with a major car repair bill. Call Ox Car Care. 800-221-6319. 800-221-6319. Or go to oxcarcare.com.
For residential and commercial heating repairs, service, maintenance, or installation, contact Air Comfort Service Heating, Cooling, and Installation. With over 50 years of HVAC service, get in your comfort zone this winter. Visit aircomfortservice.com. That's aircomfortservice.com.
Hello, Missouri Governor Mike Kehoe. Congratulations, CamWex, on your 100th anniversary. We're so excited that you've continued to be an important fabric and part of the St. Louis area.
Welcome back, guys. DJ Ask. We're here with Randy and Jason Sklar and their mom, who we love. She's great. So as you guys can tell, I'm a comedy nerd.
Yeah.
And I have a question for you. So
Sure.
I'm also a musician and a singer.
Yeah.
And I know that, like, the Everly Brothers blended so well because
They did. I love
genetically,
them.
right?
Yeah.
Do you find that with comedy?
Yes, I do think that.
No, I wish we could
sing. But
we cannot.
No,
Do they
no, no.
really?
Come on, Mom.
Mom says you do.
No, but we're
the Neverly Brothers.
Please
never
sing ever. Never sing ever. No, the Everly Brothers were incredible. There's a new guy out. His name is Max Clark. He's in a band called Cut Worms, and he sounds like the Everly Brothers. Listening to him and the new music he's doing, I'm like, it made me go back and listen to the Everly Brothers. And I love them so much. They did have that special thing. The Bee Gees, too. You know, I mean, everybody loves
I would say the Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys.
The Beach Boys, so many of them, like, you go back, dig into, like, their stuff, like, and the people they brought into their band. Everyone sounded kind of the same.
Mm-hmm.
And they would blend their voices. And you're like, wait, is that Carl? Is that Brian? I can't tell who's singing. Which Wilson brother is that?
It was
Dennis. And it's like you start to understand that there's a level of harmony
that goes on, but at the same time, it's like a doubling up of voices, which a lot of people say within our comedy we kind of do as well, which is, finding ways to, you don't always have to be diametrically opposed at all times. We certainly don't feel like we do as a postmodern take on a comedy team.
Yeah.
We sometimes
the
agree.
typical way would be he's dumb, he's smart, he's the crazy one, he's the
Smothers
one.
Brothers,
Like
they
the
did it
Smothers
great.
Brothers,
They did
yeah.
it great. Yeah. Why would you
do it again?
Why would you do it again? Time to do something new. And so, yeah, so we really tried to do that, a newer version. And there's sometimes as we've grown older and diverged in certain ways where we sort of, and our kids and our families place us on different paths. So it's interesting. Jay's got like an 11-year-old daughter, and both my kids are out of the house. So I'm now an empty nester, which is so funny because I went through being a parent for like all this time. And now that my wife and I just went to Japan for 2 weeks, just picked up and left. Like we had no responsibilities whatsoever, which is just crazy.
It is crazy.
And it's so funny how you slide into that like an old glove where you're just like, oh yeah. I mean, like she took me to, we were at a hotel pool and some kid was making noise. I'm like, shut that kid up.
Get that kid out of here.
Like I've never had kids. Like my kids never made noise. I'm like, put him on a leash. Get him out of here.
On that kid.
But that's my attitude. And it's so funny because I'm in that different place. And so that puts us in different spots. And that sometimes comes out on stage in a fun way.
Yeah.
But we do always have that connection, which I think we don't talk about being twins. We show it through the connection, the way we do what we do.
And anytime I have musicians in, I bring this up that if you're in a band or like the two of you definitely count, maybe 1 out of every 20 gigs, you hit that moment.
Yeah.
And you know it where everything's working and you catch each other's eye. And it's just one of the best feelings. And most people never get to feel it.
I mean, it is really cool to do it. Yeah. I will say a lot of times writing our bits is a lot like is the way music gets written. I don't know if you saw that great Tom Petty documentary that Peter Bogdanovich did. So he's talking about writing the waiting. So he's on tour and he just has the opening lick to the wait. He would not stop playing it. So they're at a hotel, a motel, and he just kept playing the opening riff over and over again. And finally his bandmates are like, write the damn song. Like, enough. I can't hear this anymore. But he brought that lick to the table, and then they sort of wrote the song around it. Same with our comedy, in that there's an idea or something that I experienced or something he experienced. We bring it to the table and we're like, okay, what's the bit that we write around this?
And then to speak to what you were talking about, when you get on stage and there's a moment where you've created something, the audience is laughing. Always when the audience is in a big laugh and we kind of are riding that wave, that's when I think some of the most creative things come out. Like that's when some chemical reaction happens in your brain, your synapses fire, and you think of a punchline, a tag that you've never said before, or
so fun.
You go in a different direction. It like gives you the confidence to try things, which is the only way.
Those are those moments
you're so right. It's like, we all played sports when we were kids, and my son, who's very funny, will text me each day how the show go. And I'll either tell him, it was kind of rough, or I couldn't miss.
Right.
And to anyone else, that would sound like a brag.
Right.
But to a fellow funny person,
he knows.
They get it.
He knows. He's like,
you're in the zone. It's like
you're not
Jordan.
you're saying this was great. Everything hit. Everything I tried worked.
Or whatever the situation put you in your pocket, in your sweet spot, to where you were just like delivering.
Yes.
And sometimes that happens. Sometimes it doesn't happen. You so learn to appreciate it when it does happen. You try to set yourself up to be back there again.
Yeah. So the guys are in town. They are doing their podcast, Dumb People Town, at Del Mar Hall on Sunday. Give us all the information.
7 p.m. Sunday's the show. There's only a handful of tickets left. Go to flyovercomedyfest.com. This is great comedy festival. Be a part of it. If you're in St. Louis and you're like, I want to do something cool in St. Louis, Sunday night, it's going to be an hour and a half. So it's not going to go too late. I know it's a school night, a work night for most people. Fun. It's really cool and a great part of town. Yeah, and we're doing a show tonight at the Tropical Liquors down in, or Tropical Liqueurs in the Grove. 9 p.m. It's a show called Tag It, which Jay, you can explain.
Yeah, Randy and I sit on stage while great comedians do their sets of comedy. We're writing tags for them in our phones. And then we pitch them the jokes
on stage afterwards in front of the audience. It's so fun and collaborative, like as a
comedian. Great to see you guys. Mom, love you. Great to see you again.
Thanks for having us on.
St. Louis, meet your new favorite way to start the day. The Chris and Amy Show. It's not the same old talk. It's fresh, it's different, and it's local. Chris and Amy dig into the news that matters, but they also keep it light, keep it fun, and keep you smiling. Serious when it needs to be, silly when it can be. That's pure entertainment with a local heartbeat. The Chris and Amy Show, weekdays at 9 on the Voice of St. Louis, 104.1 FM, KMOX.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell and Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis.
Right now, someone in a Hardee's kitchen is about to warm up your winter with the new grilled cheese bacon burger. Charbroiled 100% Angus beef, bacon, and Swiss and American cheese melting on our soft, buttery sourdough. And our new grilled cheese breakfast sandwich with sausage or bacon and a fried egg. Cozy up to the goodness of the new grilled cheese bacon burger and breakfast sandwich. For a limited time, only at Hardee's. Cinnamon Raisin Biscuits are back. Unwrap them while you can. Only for a limited time at participating restaurants.
This fall, get a taste of what's to come at Dragonstone, an exclusive new Lombardo Homes community in Darden Prairie, west of Highway K and south of 364. Join us Saturday, November 15th at our Inverness display in O'Fallon for a grand opening celebration filled with treats, a cozy coffee bar, mini pumpkin pies, and a first look. Dragonstone, building Tradition Series homes and offering only 5 spacious home sites. Dragonstone offers luxury and privacy, as well as the convenience of living just minutes from Highways 364 and 64. Visit lombardohomes.com for more information.
It's Tom Ackerman for Ophthalmology Associates, the doctor's doctors, 314-966-5000 or online at youridoc.com.
Traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Well, we've got a jam right now on southbound 270, beginning at 364 down to Olive. There may be something blocking. It could just be the sun in your eyes. I can't see the incident, but it is a pretty solid jam there, south 270. Once you get around it, it's still slow. Right through the Manchester area and right through Tesson Ferry. Northbound 270, Manchester up to 64 is slow, and it's backed up from Dorset midway up to 70. We had a crash. They were clearing to the shoulder there. Westbound 70, some slow stuff at the city limits. There's slow traffic, TR Hughes to K and Lake St. Louis all the way out through 61. Northbound 61, we have a crash north of W. It's slow north of Wentzville Parkway and jammed at Highway P, so that's pretty tough on a Friday. Westbound 64 busy. Science Center out through McCausland, a little heavy at the Boone Bridge. 94 midway to Winghaven and 364 out to 70. Most of that part is stop and go. South 170 busy at Ladue. Southbound 55 Arsenal through Bates. It's a little heavy around Highway Z, and westbound 64 in Metro East jammed approaching 158 and then slow from there to Greenmount. I'm Roger Brand at the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Brought to you by Duke's Mayonnaise.
This is the Duke's Country Song. It's a song about the best mayo. Has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo at Hannaford. It's got twang.
Attention business owners with a net income over $500,000. You need to work with a tax strategist that understands your entrepreneurial mindset. Download the most recent white paper written by E3 Consultants Group titled The Power of a Professional Tax Strategy Team. Go to e3wealth.com/radio to obtain a copy. It's time to learn about wealth and tax strategies that protect your personal and business economy. E3 is ready to help you think differently about your finances. Educate, empower, enlighten. That's the E3 difference.
This special alert is for all Americans who own a vehicle. If you have a warranty that's about to expire or no warranty coverage at all, this message is for you. It's time to stop worrying about future car repairs today. Your vehicle is essential, but unexpected breakdowns can derail your plans and your wallet. It's time to future-proof your ride with CarShield. CarShield offers a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that saves drivers thousands from out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. Imagine if your engine quits or your transmission fails. You could pay a fraction of the repair cost. This protection plan is at an all-time low, and to give you even more peace of mind, drivers who activate today also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. Don't wait for a breakdown to drain your savings. Future-proof your car with CarShield today and drive with confidence. Call CarShield for your free quick quote. Call 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. What do you have to lose? Call 800-908-8646. That's 800-908-8646. Again, 800-908-8646.
They're playing basketball.
Saturday night, it's men's Billikens basketball as they face Grand Canyon. Pre-game 6:45, tip at 7 on 104.1 FM KMOX.
Welcome back, guys. DJS on KMOX. Thanks again to the Sklar brothers. They're always so great. I just love their mom. Go see them this weekend if you get a chance. From the Saliga Heating and Cooling Weather Desk, Dave Murray joins us as always. Dave, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And our buddy Maria.
79 today.
I wish it were cooler in here than 79, but it's not. So that's, Maria Keena is with us because we have a breaking news story.
We do. A barge has crashed into the Eads Bridge. Now, this happened within the last 15 minutes or so. It appeared to be 3 barges, and they split in half. At least 2 of them did. So you have one part of the barge that's struck the bridge, and then another part. Some other barges that observed this happen tried to come in and help round it up. And at this point, we don't know anything about injuries. As far as how structurally sound the bridge is, I would imagine they're going to have to check that before
I would think so.
They let people travel across it, because it looks like it was a significant hit.
Wow.
Yeah. Happy Friday.
Yeah, no kidding.
And nothing was happening in the newsroom. And, it's always it's a curse when you say, man, it's a slow news day.
Yeah. Especially when you're here by yourself.
Yes, exactly. The other night I said that, and there was a plane crash.
Wow.
So,
man, we need to keep people here with you, just so things don't happen.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. Well, keep us posted. Thanks, Maria.
And Sean Malone's on his way over, so as soon as we get something, we'll put him on.
Perfect.
Okay.
All right. There you go, Dave.
It always works that way, especially on a Friday. It's like, okay, we're kind of coast into the weekend, and then all of a sudden a tragedy happens.
Rach, have something?
Oh, no, I was just going to say, it does seem like Fridays are like right for this sort of thing, for sure.
Well, also, I think like the national political people always drop bombs on Friday, so we'll all go to a movie and forget about it. So, yeah, Fridays usually are pretty active. Okay, so 79 degrees today. Is it another one tomorrow, right?
Yeah, another one tomorrow. Almost identical. The record today and tomorrow, 81 degrees. I don't think we hit that 81 today. It's fairly late in the afternoon now, this time of year. We have a shot at it tomorrow. Certainly count on 78, 79 degrees again on Saturday. A little windier because of a front pressing in. That front does not come through till Saturday night. Clear, colder on Saturday night, especially once we get past like 10 o'clock in the evening. Northwest wind 46. Sunday, mostly sunny. It is a cooler day. By comparison, you might call it colder, but it's still above average. 60 for the high on Sunday, 40 Sunday night. Monday, partly sunny, 57. Still looking at a shot of rain late Monday afternoon and especially Monday night. It's quick hit in and out very quickly. Temperatures most of next week in the 50s. Think upper 50s, which is exactly where we should be.
And Dave, is this happening like all over the South?
It's happening all over the middle of the country.
Okay.
All the way up to Minnesota.
Wow.
And Wisconsin. It's warm all the way. And why? Because we have a big trough of low pressure over the western United States and a big trough over the eastern, especially the northeastern United States. So it allows this southerly flow to just dig right in.
Okay. Dave, you probably weren't listening a couple hours ago. Are you familiar with Andrew's Poopgate? What's going on with him?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Let me just say, I'm not.
Well, let me.
It was such a defeated sigh. He was like,
yeah, because he knows he's about to hear it, right? Yeah, he knows he's in for one of these
It's
Andrew
Friday.
stories.
I'm ready for anything.
Okay, so for Dave and for everyone who wasn't listening earlier in the show, You okay?
It's very hot in here, and now I'm gonna have Dave Murray on me.
No, I won't say anything. I won't say anything.
Dave,
Okay.
I think Dave may have your back. So, Andrew has noticed that someone is walking their dog and letting them poop in his backyard. And so he started noticing that the piles were similar size. So he thinks maybe this is the same dog and the same person. So he starts collecting said piles and he puts them in a big 5-gallon bucket and puts the bucket in his garage. And it's been doing it for so long that the piles have turned white. And he and his
got,
dad,
moss on 'em.
he got his dad involved, and his dad put a camera up that looks into the backyard, and he caught the pooper and the pooper's owner, and he has this woman on tape 3 different times.
At the moment, I'm going to get a lot more.
And so what his plan is once he is comfortable that, yes, it's her, and she lives kind of cattywampus, maybe 100 yards from him, he's going to follow her home to make sure that that's her.
Yeah, I'm going to see her.
And then he's going to take the bucket, dump it in her yard with a bunch of pictures of each pile over 6 months.
Yeah.
I wouldn't dump the bucket. I'd leave the bucket there.
Interesting.
Just in case you were missing this. In case you're missing this stuff. Well, because if you dump the bucket, it looks a little vindictive, which I'm sure you are.
Yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah.
What about a cardboard box? What if you, because I know you don't want to give up the bucket. What if you just took the bucket and then dumped the bucket into a box?
You're not going to reuse the bucket.
Yeah, I'm not married to the bucket. The bucket, I don't need to hold on to the reason for dumping the poop is not so I can keep the bucket. It's so that now she has to deal with all the poop.
Right.
I've been dealing with her poop.
Oh, I see. Other than she could just pick up the bucket and
and
throw it away.
Leave the bucket. She goes, "Ew, bucket of poop," and tosses it. No, I've been cleaning up this poop for 6 months, so I want her to feel what it's like to clean up 6 months worth of poop.
Okay. Does the camera have a speaker on it?
Yes.
You know, like a Ring camera has a speaker on it.
I could talk to her.
You could.
Oh, that's what you need to do, especially at night. If it's happening at night,
it's happening in the morning, about 7 o'clock.
Oh, I would just because that will freak her out.
It's not a bad idea.
We thought she would stop with the camera. We thought that would be like a deterrent.
What is it? A giant camera? What makes you think she even knows there's a camera?
It's not like a hidden camera. It's not like a little. It's a big. It's kind of like it looks very much like one of these lights.
Okay,
it's like that size. You know,
sounds like
she doesn't. I bet she doesn't even know it's there.
I bet so too.
It's not a hidden camera. Let's put it that way. It's not like a.
Well, whether it should or not, it didn't.
Yeah.
Right.
So I have no choice.
And don't blame the dog. Blame the owner.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't care less about the dog. I mean, it's just a dog. Whatever.
Gotta go.
Dog's just pooping wherever
Likes
it's allowed
your
to
yard.
poop. It's the owner's responsibility to stop either
Absolutely.
one, stop the dog from pooping there, or 2, clean it up after the dog does it.
Yeah, pick it up.
All right. Do you feel like your plans are more in stone now after we've talked through it?
No, I kind of forgot some of the other ideas we came up with, so I'm just going. I'm just going to dump it.
You're just going to go with
I'm just going to go.
just the basics.
Go the dumping range.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, we all have this to look forward to, and I am.
I do want to.
Me too.
Setting expectations here. I'm not going to have like the smoking gun update on Monday or whatever. This is
He's got to gather more evidence.
This is happening once a day, and I'm going to get a lot of evidence. So this
Got to
could
deliver it
even
on
be
Christmas Eve. I see where you're.
Yeah,
at.
exactly. This could be like
make an impression.
What if she listens to the show and she's like, "Oh, not going in that yard anymore"? Like, what's your move then? What if you can't collect any more evidence?
Then the problem is solved.
So you don't need.
I'm not like so excited about doing this. Is a grim. This is the grim work that must be done to keep our society online. I would like her to stop doing it.
Do you know the name of the person?
Janine. Yeah.
Say,
no, I'm kidding. I don't know what her name is. Some people,
you know the address.
Know her. I know the address. I know the house. I don't know what her name is. I hope it's not Janine.
Yeah, it probably is. I've seen how your luck runs.
Yeah. That would be a riot.
All right, Dave. We'll keep you updated.
I can't wait. I'm just like you, Dan. I cannot wait.
Traffic from the michaelsflooringoutlet.com traffic center.
Well, it's busy on a Friday. This traffic report serves the Pauley Agency. Southbound 270 is looking better. There's a backup now from Dorset down to 364, and then it opens up a bit, but it's still slow from Olive to 64, both sides of Manchester, and then south of 44 to Chestnut Ferry, a couple of slow spots. Northbound Manchester up through Ladou's busy, and it's backed up briefly at Dorset, but slow up to 70, most of the way up to 70 anyway. We had an earlier crash midway up there. They cleared. Westbound 70, slow stuff at the city limits to Jennings Station. Couple of pockets through the airport area. A little busy up through Highway K, and then Lake St. Louis all the way out to Highway Z is pretty slow. Westbound 64 Kings Highway out to Clayton Skinker's jam, but it's slow most of the way through Big Bend, almost to Hanley. 94 most of the way to Wing Haven, bumper to bumper, though. 364 out to 70. Northbound 61 slow at Wentzville Parkway jam, approaching P up to the crash at Highway W. Southbound 55, that's backed up. It looks like we got trouble now with a crash right around River to Pear, so traffic's jammed solidly back to Gasconade. It's still slow through the Highway Z area. Westbound 44 backs up downtown through the bridges. Westbound 64 approaching 158 through Greenmount is on the brakes. Hey, St. Louis, how would you like to see if you, your family, or employees qualify for a health insurance plan that has open enrollment year-round? Call the Pauley Agency. We put the sure in insurance. Call to set an appointment at 636-222-2149. I'm Roger Brand at the michaelsflooringoutlet.com Traffic Center.
It's the Medicare Advantage annual enrollment period, and Humana knows not everyone has the same needs when picking a Medicare Advantage plan.
Now that I'm retired, I want to enjoy the life I've worked hard to build. So I want a plan that covers me when I'm traveling the country.
Humana has a plan for that.
As a veteran, I want a plan that fills in the gaps my VA coverage doesn't provide, like dental care.
Humana has a plan for that.
I feel good about my health. I just want care and coverage with predictable costs. No surprises.
Humana has a plan for that. With a Humana Medicare Advantage plan, you get coverage and benefits that focus on what matters most to you. Learn more at gethumana.com. Humana, a more human way to healthcare. Humana is a Medicare Advantage HMO and PPO organization with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in any Humana plan depends on contract renewal.
This holiday season, the Dave Glover Show is excited to partner with Hardee's and Operation Food Search for the Holiday Food Drive. While supplies last, stop by any metro area Hardee's and make a donation of at least $1 to benefit Operation Food Search and receive a limited edition DGS holiday sticker. All donations will benefit Operation Food Search to help children and families facing food insecurities. Get all the details about the campaign or to make an online donation, head to kmox.com/events.
Renewal by Andersen is the #1 window and door brand for customer service. Schedule your free inspection today. Call 877-WINDOWS. That's 877-WINDOWS. Or head to rbastl.com.
Attention all dog owners. If you have ever listened to the radio or TV for any length of time, you've probably heard of America's #1 dog supplement, Rough Greens. Greetings, naturopathic Dr. Dennis Black, Amazon best-selling author and founder of Rough Greens here. And if your dog suffers from bad breath, itchy skin, licking paws, joint pain, or low energy, the truth is their food is probably to blame. You see, all commercial dog food is dead food. That's why I created Rough Greens. One daily scoop gives your pup the live vitamins, omega oils, probiotics, and enzymes that will bring their food back to life. Don't believe me? Let your dog try it before you buy it. I'll send you a free Jumpstart trial bag, risk-free. You just cover the shipping. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Use discount code NEWS. Don't wait. Give your dog the gift of vibrant health. Order now. It'll be at your house in a few days. Go to roughgreens.com. That's ruffgreens.com. Discount code NEWS for your free Jumpstart trial bag today. Rough Green. We make any dog food better.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. A question I get all the time is, how did we become the largest injury firm in the world? We have over 1,000 lawyers in all 50 states and close to 6,000 coworkers. Our call center is on duty 24/7. You can reach us at any time at forthepeople.com. But the real reason is we won a lot. When you visit our website, go to our verdicts and settlements. There you will see what our clients were offered and what they were awarded at trial. All those verdicts help us resolve many cases fairly and early. You see, nothing beats reputation. The insurance industry knows who we are. We even have insurance adjusters call us for representation because they know too. We've made it easy. On your mobile device or computer, go to forthepeople.com and we will get busy. It's that easy. Call today. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Welcome back, guys. DGS 350 on the dot. We have George Mahey coming in at the top of the hour. Let's do a little appetizer and do fast food news.
Oh, I liked that one.
Thank you.
I like that a lot. I like that
Okay,
a lot.
we're going to start with some local fast food news. Have either of you ever heard of Cousin's Maine Lobster?
No.
Well, it's one of the fastest growing names in fast casual seafood, and it is set to make its debut in St. Louis in 2026.
I like how you say seafood.
Seafood. I did say that's
Seafood.
strange. Seafood. So yeah, this is cool. It's a food truck that will be here in the St. Louis area, and lobster, crab, things of that nature. You can go to the truck and get it. I was looking at the website yesterday. Looks delicious.
Are food trucks as big as they used to be?
Oh yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, they're popular.
Let's see here. Little Caesars has launched a new mix and match menu deal with large pizza and wings for just $5.99 each. It's a good deal at a place that already gives you tons of good deals.
I rarely eat Little Caesars, and I don't know why, because I love it.
I love it.
It's just great value.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so hard to find like cheap food that can
You actually want to eat?
that you actually want to eat and can be like filling and can help take care of your like family or whatever. It's so hard to find, but
take care of your family.
Yeah, it's hard to feed if you got like 2-3 kids.
Oh,
or
I
whatever,
gotcha.
It's hard to feed them for like any kind of affordable price. I dare say, Little Caesars out here saving lives.
So we talked about this earlier in the week, but wanted to circle back. Our friends at Hardee's have introduced the new Rizwich meal. They have collaborated with internet sensation The Rizzler in order to do so. So the Rizwich meal includes a sandwich with a 100% USA Angus beef patty, American and Swiss cheeses, and cherrywood smoked bacon on buttery toasted sourdough. Plus, you've got those crispy golden fries and your choice of a hand-scooped ice cream shake.
You know,
Rizwich meal.
I know a couple of people at Hardee's.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bet you we could get the Rizzler.
Let's get the Rizzler on the program. I would love to talk to him.
I would love to talk to the Rizzler.
You afraid to meet your hero, though?
He's such a hard get. Like,
yeah, I actually think he might be a lot more challenging than like most people.
the boy is booked and busy. And
Brian
he also
says the
has
Rizzler has his own Arizona tea.
Oh,
and he also has to go to 3rd grade.
That's true.
So
I
it's
don't
like
know if
that
that's
cuts
happening.
down.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it kind of
It seems like that's fallen by the wayside. I don't know for sure. I'm just, what I've
He stopped his
observed.
education?
It just seems like maybe
when does he have time to go to school? He's
Yeah.
always dancing on TikTok.
it seems like maybe the people in the Rizzler's camp are less concerned with the Rizzler
So,
getting a good education.
Is
than they
Rizzler
are with,
going to fall real hard here in about 3 years? Or do you see him doing the state fair circuit when he's 40?
There is just simply no reason to worry yourself.
He's
Don't you-
fine.
Don't you worry that pretty little head about it.
All right.
But no, he's not going to be doing the state fair. So I don't think like the Rizzler is not a.
So
I
Ta-
hope this kid adjusts. Is all I'm going to say.
Taco Bell is welcoming a new Mountain Dew Baja Blast pie. Maybe you've seen it on social media, but it's a key lime style dessert with a graham cracker crust, a Baja Blast flavored lime filling, and whipped cream on top. Suggested price is $19.99, and it's
Whole
sold
pie?
only as a whole pie.
Okay.
Only as a whole pie
It's not
for
bad.
the Thanksgiving season.
I
That's
was
not
thinking
bad.
about getting it for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's a good move.
My wife and I are in charge of Thanksgiving this year for me and her and my dad and his friends.
Yep.
So I strongly considering.
And where's this?
Taco Bell.
Okay.
Strongly considering a Baja Blast pie being a part of it. No
I
one
wonder if
else
you'll be
will
able to
happy.
get it.
People have been able to get it. It seems like.
Okay.
No, I know what you mean. A lot of times you hear about these things and you maybe inquire after them, and they just don't seem to be
Yeah.
available at any point.
Like the
I-
Reese's pie.
precisely, but I think this one is somewhat findable.
Overhead Door Company of St. Louis, the genuine, the original, present 100 years of KMOX.
October 20th, 1982.
There when St. Louis celebrated.
Sitter from the belt to the plate. A swing and a miss, and that's the winner. That's the winner. A World Series winner for the Cardinals. Porter throws it.